We are recording. Hello, hello. All right, welcome to session 17 of the Dreaded Isles of Pandakorr. All right, quick recap from last session. After bringing Arceus back through the ritual and dealing with that creature that had came and claimed Nathan in exchange for the Leonin, you guys all kind of like hung out a bit, with Jakob, and then or in his house, and then you guys all went over to the academy, and that whole exchange and cool stuff was done. You had learned that there was a coda map hidden within that jade necklace that was found in like a little dimensional pocket hidden behind one of the plates, the main plates in the front. And then you guys were all offered your rewards, 1,500 gold pharaohs in items, gems, coin, or, whatever. Then after leaving the office room of Beeman Hawkins, the headmistress, you all, let's see, where'd you go from there? Oh, okay, yeah, you guys are all at the front counter with Jarly, the old gnomish woman in the gray robes, and she was pretty much taking your orders. You got some of it resolved, between sessions, because some of the things will be available, and then some things need to be made. So I guess we can all, pick up from there. So Charlie's sitting there behind the counter, and her huge eyes are magnified by the the little round glasses that she's wearing, and she's like, "All right, so what exactly is it that you're looking for?" Hello?
So I'll go ahead and speak. I'll step forward. So I think the thing that I'm looking for is going to mostly deal with need to find a local blacksmith. So I'm mostly probably going to be taking some coin, but I have a somewhat odd request, perhaps, because it's got very little practical use for a lot of people. But this seems to be a magical item that it's been a hard time finding myself. Would you happen to have what's called a pipe of smoke monsters?
Pipe of smoke monsters. I'd have to check out inventory, but we might have something. We have all different kinds of things floating around. The artifighters are always practicing making like little mundane gadgets or minor, dwemer gadgets and whatnot. But you mentioned the smith also. What is it that you're going to look for? Are you in seek of armor or a weapon?
Predominantly looking for armor. I'm looking for. I know right now my funds are a little short for the larger bit of armor I'd like to get, but I'd like to find some mithril, just to start off with, potentially just the top half of a breastplate to help out for now, and then potentially look to expand that out.
All right.
Build up some funds.
We might have something like that around. Let me get a percentile, and there will be a 25% chance that they have it.
So just rolling the D100
yes,
on
sir.
there?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. That kind of armor I don't think we're going to have. But there's a great smith up in the northern market, just south of the pit. They should be able to take you out there. Tell them Charlie sent you, and seek out the dwarven gentleman.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so you'll be having your coin. What about you two?
I think just the coin, unless you have something that could help my arrows
Help
aim.
Your arrows aim. Let's see. Help your arrows aim. Roll me a percentile. We're gonna go with you have a 60% chance. Oh, you're good. Okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily have something that will help your aim. However, I do have something that will help you hit a little bit harder. Like, some like magical bracers. So I might have that for you. All right. I just have to check, but
Oh.
yeah, you'll have yours. All right, and what about you?
My order is simple. I just need jade armor and a jade shield.
Jade armor and shield. What type of armor exactly?
I'm thinking with the funds given, chainmail.
Jade chain. That's going to be interesting. It's a lot of work put into turning something that's more plate-like into rings.
Well,
But
pay me more and I can go to Splint.
well, we can definitely pay more. If more tasks are completed. I don't have the funds myself, but I can always check for you, and on the shield too. So roll 2 percentiles. The first one's going to be for the chainmail, and that's 10%.
Yay!
And then the shield will go 40%.
You know what
You
I'm
can
not
do
gonna
it.
get?
You can,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir.
Oh.
Perhaps the smith can help you with those. So I'll give you the coins, if that's all right.
Mm.
All right, cool. So great. Give me a wee bit, and I will. Yes. Check this all out for you. Please excuse me. And she quickly turns, like she spins on her like little stool, and she hops off, and then she kind of like waddles off into the library. All right. You guys want to do anything while she's gone?
Just waiting.
Retrieve my raccoon.
Retrieve? Oh, yes.
Retrieve?
I hand over baby.
Bribe baby with the chunk of the stone that you like so much.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else?
Nope.
Just chilling?
Nope.
Okay. All right. She comes back maybe 10, 15 minutes later. Excuse me. She does. She does have some bracers, that are like the leathers are strung up together. So she's like kind of carrying them over her shoulder, and she has 2 large, little pouches. Large little pouches. There you go. And she comes in. Right. Everything's in there for your coins, gentlemen. And here are your bracers. And they're like a really nice, leather. They seem like a soft leather that's predominantly like dark green, and then it has like dark brown trim, on them. And there could be like a simple design of your choice that's already on there. And she says, these here, I believe you have to spend some time attuning to them, but let me check my compendium just in case. Hold on, please. Let's see, bracers of archery. It doesn't say they require attunement. Oh, it does say. Okay, yes, requires attunement. Okay, so yes, after you put them on you and lace them up nice, and you have to like flex your forearms a bit, so the leather it'll stretch for you, and it'll help you, get to nice, stronger, more even draw length. So you're good to go, and yeah.
Thank you.
Oh no, thank you all so much for what you've done. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you soon.
So I know you told me about the armor. I think it was a negative on the pipe.
Oh, the pipe! I totally forgot. I was smoking a little before. And hold on a second. Let me. What does the pipe do? Because I don't have that on here. What is that again? The pipe of smoking monsters.
Monsters. It legit. All it is you smoke it like a regular pipe, and you can pick the shape of the smoke when you blow it out.
So it's just like a little cantrip, whatever.
It's just a common magic item that's more for flavor.
Oh, okay, all right. All right.
It's kind of like the what is it? The cape of
the cloak of billowing.
Yeah, the cloak. It's kind of like the cloak of billowing, where you can just strike a pose and the cape will go in the wind.
Right. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they'll have that then. It'll be 25 gold.
Cool.
Like that. And it can be it can be whatever you want. It could be like a burl wood, pipe, or it could be carved out of like granite or whatever material you like. So
To be perfectly honest, I'm picturing it exactly as Gandalf's pipe.
okay, cool. There you go. Yeah, just a
And I-
long burl wood or something that works.
Yep, which I have in real life too and enjoy.
Very nice.
So
I have one
Ooh.
also, but not with as long a stem. My stem is probably like 8-9
Oh.
inches.
I think mine might be like an inch shorter than what an actual Gandalf replica one is. It's
That's
like
pretty
one.
wild. How the hell do you clean that? Oh, never mind. You don't smoke. Okay. Carry on.
I smoke tobacco out of it, and it's just that you just get thinner pipe cleaners.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so and then the rest I'll take with the coin. So
All right. Cool. Yeah. Right. So yeah. She'll bring that up for you.
How do I add the bracers to my inventory? How does
Oh,
it
okay.
work? I forget.
You pull it up in the compendium, and you open up your character sheet,
Mhm.
and you should just be able to drag it right onto your sheet,
Okay, let me see if I can.
and just compare your modifiers before and after. It should add the damage, and if not, just do it manually.
out of curiosity, are we good getting this on platinum? Because this gold's quite a bit heavy. Unless we can get a cart.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, platinum's what you want. That's fine. You can do that. They're 5 gold pieces each.
Yeah,
In my world.
math is fun. No, it's just the fact that is what our base was. We're getting 1,500 gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, it could be in like little bars. However you want. Everything cool, Landon? Did you get it?
I've not figured it out yet. I'm still
No.
trying to drag it, and it
All right, no problem.
does not wish to obey me.
Let me go to your character sheet and see if I can help you out.
Help. I will trade you half a blunt for my bracers.
Fruity Pebbles. Do. Oh, character sheet's not even loading up for me. Not streaming because I thought it would help. It's not helping.
Do I need to not be on my character sheet?
No,
So-
it shouldn't matter. All right, you have braces of archery on the right, in the right window, and it's highlighted blue, like if you hover over it.
Let me see.
Yeah, if you just type bracers in the top, and then it'll be the first item that appears, and then hover your mouse over it, and then drag it over to your character sheet.
Okay. My character sheet always disappears as soon as I go to drag them.
All right, here I'm gonna try it. Let's see.
It's if you pop your character sheet out, it gets a little tricky on dragging. Yeah, you may have to close your character sheet and open it out without popping it out.
Okay. Oh.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay,
As soon as
awesome.
I closed the pop out, it worked.
All right, cool. So just
Thank
make
you.
sure that the extra 2 damage. See, I don't see it here. Let me reopen your sheet. Did it add the +2 to damage for you?
Let's do damage.
For anybody out there who's watching, who want to learn how to use Roll20, we'll show you. Piece by piece.
Let's see. It says equipped. Let's see, where do you see your damage?
Yeah, it should show up in your gear. And then
Gear, yes.
hopefully it'll do the mods. Why am I trying to open up Pip? What the hell?
Because you miss him?
That's weird. I wonder if I was dragging it onto Pips the whole time. If you wind up with braces, just take them off. Alright, so... Alright, I'll trust you to, whatever, figure it out. If the damage is not added, then, we'll adjust it at that point. I'll just keep an eye out for that. Alright.
Maybe I'll test click something and see what happens.
Yeah, that works. Alright, cool. Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay.
No, it's not adding it. Because if you look at the damage... Alright, so we'll figure that out. Alright, so what are you all doing? It was pretty early, right? Here we go. Okay, 11 a.m. group at library getting coin from Charlie. So let's say it's about 11:30 at this time.
Well, we could do a little bit of exploring of the markets. I know I would like to hit up the blacksmith that's on the northern market.
Yes, I might need to talk to him as well.
Alright.
We can head there.
To the market?
To the market.
To the market.
Shopping episode.
Alright.
'90s rom-com shopping montage. Activate.
Alright, cool. Everybody see the different map now?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, cool. It's nice and blurry on my side, so we're par for the course. Alright, and Alcaeus and Leicester have both been to this market before, so getting there won't be a problem. And it doesn't even take you that long to get there. Maybe 15-20 minute walk. So just before noon, sun is creeping up high in the sky. Skies are clear, and it's getting pretty warm. It's probably in the high 80s at this point. And you're in the middle of a market that's just filled with all these different leather and canvas tents, and awnings, and there are wooden tables everywhere that have just all different kinds of things, from pottery to fabric bolts to small animals, monkeys in cages, or snakes, or just all different kinds of things going on over here. All different kinds of smells that fill the air, sweet smells like baklava and other Mediterranean things that I can't describe very well. And how you guys just beelining it to the smith, or you want to check out some of the things on the way?
I feel like I need to head straight to the smith to make sure I pay out the money that I have, and then I can start shopping around. Realistic about what I
Right, exactly. Spend the money that we need to spend first, and then
Alrighty.
Then we get fun stuff.
Sounds good. Alright, so you kind of like bob and weave throughout the crowd a little bit. Somebody roll me a D8, please.
I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be stolen from.
I rolled the ritual.
I'll do it. It's okay.
Honestly,
We're good.
Okay, alright. Let's see. So...
been in too many of Eric's cities. I know what happens.
Oh, it didn't do... I rolled a natty one anyway. Okay. Let's see. Go from left to right order. Number 1. Okay. Alcaeus. What is your passive perception in your current state?
Terrible. Thanks for asking. 8.
It's an 8?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. All right. As everybody is kind of just wandering throughout the market, Alcaeus, you feel something like tug at you from around your midsection, like around your belt or whatever, and it takes you a second to realize what just happened. Like you kind of brushed it off, and as you turn around, you see a shorter roped figure kind of run and disappear into the crowd. What's on? Like, what do you have? Do you have like a dagger or something? What can I take from you?
Do I have a dagger? I mean, the only thing I never like redressed after I was revived. I'm walking around in like just regular clothes. I don't even have my like shield and armor on right now.
You don't have anything? So you just
I
have a coin
have my
pouch?
coin purse. I just have my coin purse.
Oh, you just have a coin pouch. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
I know.
All right.
I set myself up for failure.
You gotta give them multiple targets,
All right.
man.
So you lost 8 gold.
Think about it.
Oh, okay. That's only 8 gold. Whew.
All right.
Get to
And
the smith. Oh,
and,
you're 8 gold.
yeah.
Or I think I'm actually carrying Nathan's old coin purse too, so that would be on me as well.
All right. Oh, yeah. 8 gold. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. You got robbed, son.
I know. I called it too.
So you see them running off. Do you want to do anything or say anything or?
I think I was just robbed, but I'm really not in the best shape to go after them.
Did you see what they look like? Are you sure? What's going on?
Well, I'm missing. And take out my coin purse and start counting, like 8 gold.
As we sit there for 15 minutes while you
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fast counter. No, I saw them robed. I felt a tug around my midsection and turned around, and there they were running off.
just into the crowd, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I could chase them if we really wanted to. Like I said, I'm not really tip-top shape at the moment.
Well, I don't know the city to know the alleyways that they might run down, but it seems like it's a city with a lot of alleyways.
Yeah, we can inquire maybe with Jakob. Maybe he knows. Once I'm feeling better, we can pay him a visit.
All right, I suppose we should all just kind of keep a little tighter hold on our purses.
Yeah. Please watch me. I'm not really all there at the moment.
Maybe you should walk ahead of us, so we
Maybe.
can actually keep an eye on you.
That's why I was carrying Baby, but Baby left me.
Baby, come back.
Stu will put baby back. I like to be like, bite anything that touches him. Okay?
I have baby protection.
Good baby.
So, keeping a tighter grip around my own coin purse, I'll also try to keep an eye on Chaos to make sure no other
Okay.
pickpockets come after him.
Excuse me. All right, cool. You know what? Let me get perception checks from you guys.
Okay.
And I'm still exhausted, so this is a disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Leave me alone.
All right, yeah, you guys are, Alcaeus and Fomher. The sun is just like, wait, hold on, what's that +4 from?
That's that blessed thing that I
They
can't
won't
get off.
disappear. Okay. All right, no problem. With the sun being up where it is, both of you are fairly uncomfortable. You got the glare in your eyes. There's lots of like dust and other stuff being kicked up. Leicester, it's a lot easier for you. You're just you're pretty comfortable, and you do notice occasional glances from like a humanoid individual, randomly, where you just kind of get that feeling like you're being watched, and every once in a while you might notice somebody kind of looking at you in the corner of your eye, and then like you go to look over, and and then they just kind of like nonchalantly go look at something else. Or what's your insight, your passive insight, Leister?
Passive insight. Passive insight. Where are you? Where are you? I'll find it.
It would just be 10
12.
plus your insight, yeah.
Yeah, 12.
12. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, and then yeah, after thinking about it for a little bit, it just seems to be like kind of casual. But after like the fourth or fifth time, within the 10 or 15 minutes you've been in the market, which isn't a very long time, you've kind of feel like maybe it's just a little. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. But you can't like really pick out the people. It's like as soon as they're noticed, they kind of disappear into the crowd.
How strange.
What is?
I believe we're being watched, but I can't pinpoint from where.
Well, I mean, we do kind of stick out a little bit.
Seems quite insistent on staring. It's confusing. Do we look that beaten up?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Leister is like probably still bleeding and shit.
Yes,
Really?
we do. We look beaten up.
Yeah, it's like you got like like the fur right underneath your nose is like caked up with like dried blood, and occasionally, if you like, just breathe out a little too hard, a little drip will get added, and yeah, you kind of roughed up.
Maybe we should have gotten you like a cloak that would have ever actually like or covered your entire self. Okay, it's
There's no need to cover this magnificence.
more to make it seem less, more to make it less obvious that you're looking like shite right now.
He just needs a nice bath when we get back.
I already
That's
took
all.
one bath. I think I need like 4 to 5 days of sleep. It's weird though. You'd think
That
being
too.
dead that long, you would be rested. But
To be fair, you had like some sort of death spirit trying to like completely kill you in the end there. So that might have worn you down a little bit as well.
well, probably. I'm not really too familiar with all that.
Neither am I. But
So,
you're the first I've seen actually like come back to life after being dead so long.
yeah, that's
Really, I'm surprised the scorpions didn't get you to eat you while you were dead. But
That's why we kept them so well fed.
Let me get a D10 from someone.
Was
no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Does he have a bite out of him? Oh no.
Holy shit, a bite.
He just looks and he's missing, like, if he had a tail, he just doesn't have one anymore.
I'll roll the
Did
d10.
Did you have a tail? No, I'm scared too.
Son of a.
Alright.
Why can't they call them?
This really old, very gaunt, frail-looking human woman, probably late 70s, or so. Pretty short from a severely hunched back. She probably stands just under 5 feet tall. And she has like a staff that she uses, both hands. She holds on and she uses that to walk. And
I don't trust her.
like one of her eyes seems kind of like it's a little swollen shut, and the other one is just kind of big and like really, like it was like maybe a hazel color, but it's like glazed over with heavy cataracts, so it's like that grayish, white, milky kind of just like sheen, over this eye, and she long stringy hair, just kind of like poking up. Her face isn't covered, but she is, wearing like a hooded robe kind of deal, just dark browns, blacks, very simple. She has her sandals, and she comes and So you've been to the other side, have you? I can smell it.
The other side of town? Yes, that's where we came from.
No. She kind of like coughs a little bit. It's like, what was it like? Tell me. And she kind of like just like stops you guys from walking, and she's standing right in front of you and looking up, and it's like she's like kind of like leaning back on her staff, a little bit, because it seems like she'll fall over if that stick isn't there.
And what do I remember, if anything?
Similar to what, Esbjorn?
Yeah, so just the, yeah. Before I tell you anything, miss, can I have a name?
Serena.
Well, Serena, it wasn't too much unlike your marketeer, except obviously darker, a little bit more dreary, just a mass of people all marching in a line to some unknown destination.
Oh, you know where they were headed?
Do I?
I'll leave that up to you.
Well, I mean, I do, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so I'll leave that up to you.
No, I'm not big on religion. I don't know where they go in the afterlife.
Soldiers for the army. You'll be with them soon. I can smell it. And then she just starts like kind of hobbling away without looking back.
Well, this town is just lovely. Can we be at the blacksmith already?
Yeah, so you continue walking for a bit, and then
Baby had gone full like ball of fluff, just uneasy the entire time that was happening.
and as you're continuing to walk over like just the general chatter of the marketplace and the different like little small animal sounds, randomly, you can start hearing, faint like ding 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 ding, and you're getting closer. You get closer and closer, and it gets louder, and you're in the front of the tents where the smiths are. It's really like the only place in the market that's producing this much smoke, from all of the materials being burned to keep these little forges and hearths kind of going. And get approached by a short, or not a short, but let's say around 5 feet tall humanoid, very stocky, probably almost as wide as they are tall. It's like, oh, you're back. Welcome.
He's talking to you two.
Yeah, it's a short humanoid, in these dark robes. Face is kind of covered a bit, but it seems more like a wrap to protect from like the smoke and the soot. And you can see, just kind of long braids, which you would assume is a beard, poking out from, underneath around the belly area.
The same place I got my Jade Warhammer from, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, me and my companion over here would like to maybe commission some more stuff. I'm looking for... Actually, can we go inside and talk? It's hot out here.
Oh, yes, come inside. Hey, fuck this sun.
Indeed.
Yeah, so you go inside, and it's kind of loud in here. There's probably 6 or 7 different hammers going on different projects at once. There are a bunch of tables and racks, and this smithing area is pretty decent. It's probably a 40-foot square, give or take. And there are just like actually 40 is kind of big, maybe 30 foot square, kind of big. And there's just a bunch of different racks that have all different kinds of weapons, simple weapons, a couple martial weapons. You see some like some mannequins, or just like the torso of a mannequin or whatever. That's has like a couple of different armors on them, studded leathers, things like that. Stuff that's for the most part like light. So what's you gonna get this time?
Well, I'm looking for more pieces of jade, kind of match that nice hammer I bought.
Ah, yes, it is a nice hammer. How's it treating you so far? Let me see it.
I don't know, I've been dead.
You've been dead.
Yes.
You'll need some armor.
I do need some armor, yes.
Welcome back. You do look a little different. Oh, and your group, it seems smaller. Where is the elf woman with the quartz mace?
She kind of turns to Leicester and Fomher, like help,
Oh.
help here.
She is not on the island anymore.
Really? Lucky her. Good for her.
Was she the one that got sucked into the portal, or was she the one that ran away?
Portal. You traded.
Yeah, apparently the elf woman you're referring to, Sarah, traded places with me, apparently.
Are you like the same?
Well, no, I didn't know her, and don't really know much other than the fact that I know from Leicester that she was traveling with her, with him. But I just kind of apparently the elf woman got sucked into a portal. I popped out of one.
Wow. I'll never understand your elven magics. But come, let's talk armor. You're probably gonna need some too.
Particularly looking for some mithril, if you happen to carry any or want to commission any.
Oh, mithril, do you? Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a percentage here. Let's go 50% now. Oh, frick. How much coin you have?
So if my mind's right, I think I've got about, let's see, totaling up here for you. Got just under 2,000 gold worth of coin here.
All right. Hold on one second.
1984.
You want to stake him?
I'm trying to figure out how to get these bracers on my thing. I keep.
Sure.
I feel like I have to know coding.
Whatever's easiest.
I'm so bad
Whatever's
at figuring this out.
Don't even worry about dragging him in. Just in your item list there, just push the plus button and type it in yourself.
Yeah, I've got them in, but now I don't know how to make
Oh,
them
so-
permanently add.
You
I'm
might
trying-
have to manually do that too.
We could probably do that as a global modifier.
Yeah, you can do that. As
You
a
know,
Oh,
just
okay.
add 2 damage. To just click it for whenever you do an archery. But
Just make sure you do it under the damage modifier and not the attack modifier. That's where I screwed up on my spells that do that, because I had them under the attack modifier, so it was adding to my hit.
Damage modifier. Okay. Let me
Alright,
try this
so
again.
you're in luck. I actually happen to have a breastplate here that it might fit you. Come, let's see if this is something you'll be into. And kind of walks over, and underneath the table, there's he pulls out a bundle that's just like heavily wrapped, and it was like kind of chained down, to the shelf, that I was sitting on. So he, unlocks that, pulls out this bundle, and starts like unraveling this like really heavy canvas. And you can see like as soon as like some of it becomes exposed, it's like super mirror chrome, like the stuff is highly polished. and there's a breastplate, medium-sized breastplate that's there, and there's like this really cool. Um, there's like different, just kind of like filigree. It doesn't seem to have any specific like racial flavor or cultural flavor. So but there's just like this really fine etched, the filigree design that kind of like fills out the majority of the metal. With just the trim is completely untouched. It's just like mirror polished, and otherwise, the stuff is mirror polished too. And it seems like there's like inside the filigree, there's just like this. It's just like a darker, maybe like oiled or something. So it has like the filigree. It kind of like it's easy to see against like this polished, highly reflective material. And he's like, "What do you think of something like this? This might work for you." And
That would be perfect.
he kind of picks it up and like tosses you the plate.
I catch it.
All right, and I mean it's what is it, like 20 pounds or something? So it's a little hefty, but a lot lighter than what a steel version would be.
Right. Yeah, I think especially to start, how much would this one set me back?
What was the price I gave you? What was it? 8 and 6? Was it 14?
It was 12 because it was 800 and 400. I think it was 800 and
So
400.
okay, yeah, so 1,400 pharaohs for you. Oh, 1,200. Sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever the right number is.
1200 is
Yeah.
what we said in the.
Yes, 1,200. Sorry about that. Yes, 1,200 pharaohs.
That's perfectly fine. How much would it be for a down payment for you to start working on some additional armor to add to it to turn this into a kind of a set of half plate?
Roll me a percentile, 25% to see if he has some material in stock.
Nope.
Yeah, that I'm not sure if I have enough to make the armor that you're looking for, but there are some mines out there that does have plenty bits in the orders if you're willing to go, diving through the tunnels.
I've never been much of a miner, but if it helps me get to that,
Well, I mean, it's always an option, or every once in a while we send some people out to do a little bit of mining, but it's gonna take some time.
I think I can make do with the breastplate for now, and we'll see moving forward about getting a hold of some material.
All right, sounds great. Hey, anything
So,
else?
No, so I will give him in a mix of, I believe, in a. Let's see. I give him 1,200 gold worth of platinum.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, so he takes that, counts it all out and puts it in on a pouch on his belt. And then Chaos.
Oh, my turn.
Yes.
Do you have a jade shield, perhaps?
Jade shield. We might have something that lying around. Let's go percentile on that. We'll go 50%.
Thanks for giving me nice. Yeah, look at that.
We have the material. We can definitely make one. Just not
It's okay. I'll be here for a few days.
Oh, all right. That works. What else?
I was told doing like jade chainmail might be a little tough, but I really don't have enough to probably afford splint unless you do unless you have something. I just need to upgrade my armor. My old armor, it was from where we were. It's rusting and it's
Rusting
not going
away.
to last.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I just
all
need
right.
something that'll last.
All right. Let's see. Chain. Let's roll. Did I have you roll yet? No. Let's go 20% for chain shirt, and if you roll under 10, they'll have chain mail or an equivalent in jade. Now that's maybe a scale mail we could make for you or something like that. Chain it's a bit hard.
Yeah.
But hard.
Yeah, I need some sort of. All my training's been in heavy armor.
What about roll? Let me roll me no D100. Let's go. We're gonna go 25%. See if they have maybe a breastplate and something fancy. If you want. I mean, if you don't want it, don't need to bother. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna roll for it. I'm going to roll for it, but I'm not gonna get it. You know that much.
Yes. I mean, we can make it. Anything we can make it for you. Even the chain, we can make it. We have the material.
You can make jade chain.
Yeah, it'll take some time. How much did I give you the price? What was it?
You said 10 times. Yeah, 10 times normal amount.
So $750. And what is it? 50 gold pieces in production per person per week, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I could. Let's see. I could have it done in a week for you if you don't mind paying a bit of a rush fee. I'd have to get a couple
extra
more.
100 gold pieces? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, that'll work. I can.
So
I can do that.
850 for that. 100 for the shield.
Yes, and I can have it all for you within a week or so. I'm just
How
gonna
long
have to
does
pull some more.
Or is it 150 for the shield because you have to make it?
No. That one. No.
Okay.
It was more.
That
Yeah,
one's
that one's
fine.
fine.
Okay.
Because that won't take too long to begin with.
So 950. Okay.
I can do that for you.
And then last time I was here, I was talking about getting my when inquiring about shields, because I believe I was here last time talking about shields and armor as well. Getting my symbol emblazoned on the shield. Can you do that too, or do I have to find somebody else?
We can.
Okay. Yeah, so that's another 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I can swing by maybe tomorrow and drop off my shield so you can copy it or something.
Sure.
Do you want up front, gold up front?
Or
half?
I need 60% up front.
Oh, holy crap. What's 60% of 975?
6 times 9 is 36. So that's 360. And then, is that right? 6 times 9. And then 30%.
585 gold? Okay.
585. Where the hell did I get my numbers from?
We'll make it an even 600 just so I can do my math.
60 times 9. 6 times 9. What the fuck is 6 times 9? 480? Oh no, 54? 54. What the hell was I thinking? Sorry. Thank you,
I'll just give it
Justice.
600.
Justice math.
I did it. It's not. It's I did it in my calculator. I got 975 times 0.6 is 585.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I'll just give him an even 600 just to...
Cool. That works.
Alright, so 1 week. I'll see you tomorrow, then be back. Okay.
Alright. What about you? You need some more arrows.
Yes. As well as a dagger and an axe, if you have them.
I do.
A hand axe.
I do.
Then some of those, please. My old ones are nearly falling apart.
Right. Are you looking for steel or a different material?
Is there any material that will last longer?
Well, yes. The good thing about arrows is they're usually one and done. So, I mean, we could, give, either more primitive arrowheads or gemstone arrowheads or, a metal that, might be a bit softer but won't corrode as easily. So, it's your choice. We could have copper arrowheads or copper daggers, silver.
Copper should be fine.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, it'll be PHP prices. Whatever. Keep it simple. So let's see, dagger. What's a dagger run? Who the hell buys daggers? Like 2 gold pieces, I think. Let's see. Dagger. Come on.
Does it tell you the price? No.
No, not in the compendium. That's one thing that does suck. Roll 20 if you ever do see this. Whoever. Yeah, cool, thanks. Put the prices in the damn items. Alright, yeah, 2 gold pieces for a dagger. Alright,
Okay.
and it'll be copper. A hand axe. It's going to be. Actually, okay, let's see. Wait. Hand axe.
5 gold for a hand axe.
5 gold. Look at you. Thank you very much. 5 gold pieces for a hand axe. And then arrows are 24 gold. I know that. Yeah, so yeah, you can get those things. That'll work.
Okay. Yes.
Alright. Right. Anything else?
I think I'm good, thank you.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Alright, well, enjoy the rest of your day in the market. See you soon.
Thank you kindly.
My pleasure. Thank you. Alright. Where you guys want to go now?
I know
Leicester
I
will
wouldn't
try and find somewhere that would sell like scent bags or something. Possibly train baby to retrieve things.
I'm sorry, everybody got really low for a second. What was that?
Sell that. He no. You just look for somewhere that smells strong. I don't know.
Somebody that sells strong?
Yeah, strong smells. He wants something that can be used to scent things.
Oh, okay. Like perfumes or something? Yeah, so I mean, you can, wander through and just follow your nose, and, there's a couple of places that are like food places, but you do find an essential oil booth kind of deal, And there's this a portly feminine humanoid behind her robes, dark purple robes, and she's there. Yes, can I help you? She seems like kind of happy.
I was wondering if I could buy something that I could use to scent objects.
Any of these here can be used. You'll smell so wonderful.
Leicester will motion for baby. Like, which one do you like the smell of most?
I don't know. What does baby want? Does baby get attracted to the floral stuff? Does baby get attracted to like sweet foods? There's like mints. There's all kinds of all different kinds of smells, whatever.
Definitely.
Think of.
Probably food. Baby is very food oriented. So whatever one smells the most yummy.
She pulls out something, that kind of like baby's gesturing to, like pointing, like reaching out. You know, says, oh, you like this one, do you? She pulls this out. It's like this little, you know, like 2-ounce black glass bottle with a cork, and she, you know, there's a little tiny label, and it says Cinnabon, and she pops it, and everybody can smell like cinnamon buns. Yeah. What do you think? Is this for you? It's nice. I can't hear anyone. Hello? Hello?
I'm not shopping for scents.
Oh, you were cutting out.
Oh,
So.
okay, alright. Yeah, so she uncorks it, and it smells like cinnamon buns.
Oh, this will work perfectly. How much?
Oh, 3 silver.
All right. I'll hand over the.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and I mean, you get, I don't know.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Let's say you got, let's say 50 applications of cinnamon bun smell good.
Okay. Okay, I'll write that down. Cinnabons. On scent.
I ain't shopping for scents.
I ain't doing that.
I swear, most of my notes is baby.
I guess I would want to ask. I don't know if Life reviewed or okay, so if you had met him last time we were in the market, is there someone in the? Is there a shop for kind of an alchemist to know where we can get some potentially some potions and such?
I don't believe we went to look for one. I believe we were supplied with potions before we left on our missions.
Wait, I might have some potions.
You are the alchemist that we're looking that it might be looking for.
I just might be. What do you seek?
Just a couple of simple healing potions if you got them.
Mm-hmm. 50 pharaohs each.
Can I get 2 of them?
Show me the money.
I show her 100 pharaohs.
Alright. She kind of reaches inside her robes and pulls them out from maybe underneath her boobs. And she pulls them out. Here you go. Nice and warm for you.
Thank you kindly.
My pleasure. Anything else?
From here, I think we're okay.
Well, alright. You have an excellent afternoon. And then she just goes and whatever.
All right then.
Anything else?
That was an interesting shop. As we are outside, I'd say that. Or well away from it, I'd say that.
I'm sure there would be something I would want to shop for. I just can't think of it in my current state. But good thing it's, just a hop, skip, and jump away.
It'd be nice to get something that could deal with the heat a little bit, but I feel like that's going to be, at least for a permanent relief, all that's going to be expensive.
Oh, yes. That's going to be...
But to be fair, I think at this point, if we're just wanting to help you get rested up, okay, I did want to speak to... Oh, I didn't write her name down, Jakob's wife. I wanted to speak to her about her apparently worshiping the Forgotten Ones. Haven't had a chance to talk to her yet. Well, hopefully over the next few days while you're resting up, okay, so I can get a chance to.
Yeah, I mean, if we have no reason to be out in the city, we can go back.
You should rest.
I can rest when I'm dead.
I feel
You've
like
done that. It didn't work.
First-hand experience, okay, so you know you don't rest when you're dead.
I know it's not very pleasant. The only other thing that we can do sometime later in the week when I'm feeling better, I'd like to check out the arena that they have.
Oh, they got a fight pit, do they?
Yeah, I don't want to do anything too strenuous, but coming from a military background, and serving as I did back home, I've had this nagging suspicion that before you showed up, before I died, if maybe we took a little bit more time to get to know each other and our, strengths and weaknesses, maybe what happened wouldn't have happened, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And maybe at the fighting pit we might be able to find somebody who wants to come along.
Wouldn't hurt to bolster up the numbers a little bit, especially if it sounds like we're going to be losing our little raccoon, our medium raccoon friend.
Oh yeah.
To some research, apparently.
Yeah, he seems to be enthralled with whatever Jakob has planned, so we are short at least one.
Zarina comes hobbling by. She's laughing. I told you you'll go back.
Yeah. I'm not the only one that smells like Death Lady.
But I never. And she keeps going.
Be nice to the elders.
I usually am. Sorry, that was out of character.
I get it. She's a little creepy. I understand that, but
Very creepy.
I mean, to be fair, Leicester, we did fight an undead witch of some sort. I don't know that she's quite as creepy as that. Close. I could close to it, but
I think she's the creepiest thing I've seen on this island, personally.
well, you were dead when we fought the other thing, so
Yeah.
It didn't talk as much.
true. It just kind of moaned and tried to kill us.
That's easier to understand, honestly.
I suppose. But all right, so I don't have any other things to do here. We could find a place to check out for. I know we get free room and board and drink or whatever with Jakob, but we always have opportunities to find a livelier place if we wanted, or we could just head back to the house.
Actually, it's about noon or past. I mean, I know I ate a late breakfast, but I could eat again if we want to try to find a place around here.
Sounds good. Baby's probably hungry.
You know what? Let's find a local place that you get to experience the local flavor.
Yeah. Make some acquaintances, pick up on some gossip.
Try to figure out what the mess that we're in is, because this is a long way from home, and I don't necessarily like it. Not that the city's bad necessarily, but just being far from where I know.
So you guys want to find like a traditional tavern type thing, or do you want to experience
kinda,
the different foods in the market?
Let's do like a sit-down place where we can find a tavern or restaurant kind of situation. With,
Yeah.
All right.
If there's any food stalls on the way, I'll partake. But
yeah, there were different. There were people with hand carts, pushing foods and drinks around.
meat on a stick.
I want to find the place.
Meat on a stick.
Speaking Mediterranean, I want to find the place that has the best roasted sheep's head in the city.
Like fish? Or like
No.
actual sheep's head?
Actual, like, mutton head.
Oh, okay. All right.
That is a Mediterranean thing.
Right. All right. Cool. All right. Let me get a persuasion check from somebody, please.
I'm at a disadvantage on mine, but I can do it.
I mean,
I'm good at those, but
hold on. I mean, I can assist you. I do have proficiency. I'm just not in the right.
I've got a good enough roll. I'll try to break it on my own on this one. You rest up there.
So go ahead. Do it with advantage.
Do it. Well, it'd be normal.
So yeah, it's a normal roll then. Yep. That's funny. You'd rather have somebody roll with disadvantage than have the ranger try. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, you're asking around, for a decent spot, and they say, across the road, just southeast of where you guys are, there's a place called the Magic Carpet Inn and Tavern, and they say, you should be able to grab some grub and stuff there. If you don't want to eat out here in the sun.
The real question is, do we trust them?
Let me get.
That name's making me laugh.
The Magic Carpet Inn. Let me get an insight check from you, please.
It's
More
not where you eat. That's not the name of a place you eat at.
Yeah, you trust them. It seems like a place that'll
All right, let's go.
They're known for their carpets.
Let's go for a magic carpet ride and see what kind of grub we can get.
Yeah. Right.
We might experience a whole new world of flavor.
Oh yeah. All right. So is that the consensus? You guys are going to the Magic Carpet Inn Tavern?
Sure.
Every turn of the city's a surprise.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not far. You guys wind up walking through the market, across the road, and it's actually this building here.
I'm composed.
And
I'm composed.
yeah. So this place, it's like a sandstone building. 2 stories. It seems like on the top you can hear like noise and stuff coming from on the roof. And there are, this place here has like a bunch of extended like awnings that kind of wrap around the perimeter, covering a couple of benches that are out here. And it seems pretty crowded, for this time of day. A lot of noise. You can hear some more upbeat music, on the inside. And out front there are 2 large humanoids, probably 7 feet tall or so, that are like just outside, and as you approach, they open the door, and inside you can see just a bunch of different tables. This building here is probably 60 feet square, give or take, so it's decent size. And there are tables and benches inside, and just this place is just packed. Lots of stuff going on in here.
Are we gonna have to
Stuff
wait
going on.
for a space to clear out?
All right, and yeah, it's kind of crowded here. So looking around, and let me get a perception check. Somebody.
The Ranger.
Fine. I'll do it.
Anyway,
You'll regret it.
Yeah. Whoever wants to look around. All right, that's cool. You do find a smaller table, like on like one of the far walls. That'll just like it's a small table, like kind of just sticking out from a wall, and there are just 3 chairs. So it'll be perfect for you guys if you can get there before somebody else gets there.
Sprint.
I will misty step to the table.
Do you really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're there. You get there. And everybody around you just
That's
kind
how
of
you call
like
dibs.
everybody like quickly gets startled. They turn around and there's probably like 6 or 7 people that all pull out little daggers and quickly turn and look at you. You know?
Oh, now. Just getting to a table. It was a crowded space.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Hands are up in like a,
They all, they're all, a couple of little grunts and mumbles and, whatever. And, they all, like, put their daggers back and get back to whatever business they were doing. Yeah, so that's fucking great. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how the city feels about magic. That's just an inherent trait of mine.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, Leicester and Alcaeus make their way through the crowd, and they get to the table. I guess sit down or whatever.
So with the reaction I just got, do you two know? Do they just not like magic in this town, or at least in the normal areas outside of the
Honestly, I don't remember. I don't think anybody's tried.
Yes, I don't think we've been so showy before. I don't think.
All right. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, a short while after a tiefling male comes, dark brown skin, these long, tall, antler-like brown horns, a buzz-cut head, really short, dark hair, and has like the tradition, like not traditional, but like maybe a little like a musketeer mustache, something like very like thin and neat and kind of curled, in the corners with this little tiny pointed like goatee, and he's wearing lightweight robes, and he comes and he has a the robes are also like dark colors, has a big tray underneath his arm. Welcome to the Magic Carpet Inn and Tavern. How can I help you all?
Listen, I'm here for one thing, and that's to be shown a whole new world of flavor. So, give me your best.
Give me my best. Wow. Okay, that's excellent. Do you prefer anything in particular, like a wine or fizzy bubbly, maybe?
Whatever you got cold. If you got anything cold.
Cold, please.
Ah, yes, of course. Yes. We have all of our drinks are served however you like here. It's a wonderful place, shiny, shimmering splendid, if you will. And, all right, so we have a surprise drink for the beat up Leonin. Are you with the pits? Are you a gladiator by any chance?
Not at the moment, but I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, this is an interesting look and something that's probably easy to maintain in the pits, if you catch my meaning. What about you two? What would you all like?
Food.
Something
Please.
bubbly, something alcoholic, something cold.
All right, fizzy bubbly alcoholic over here, and something to eat over here. What about you? And looking at Leicester, do you want something soft or crunchy? What are you feeling?
Soft will be fine.
Soft is fine. Alrighty. Okay, surprise drink, fizzy bubbly alcoholic, cold, and something soft to put in your mouth. Great, I'll be right back. And he kind of just like walks off, And that's it.
Barely put a photo order for heated back in such a strange manner. Interesting.
So you guys are getting some interesting looks. Most of the people here are, human. They're all wearing their robes. A lot of nobody here even has any large weapons. If anything, you might see like a scimitar, or you might see like a short sword. From all the people that pulled out the daggers, you can't see like where they put them. It's like they probably tucked them in under their robes or something like that. There are no visible pouches on anybody. Everybody just kind of different colored robes, mainly earth tones, muted colors, things like that. But nobody here screams out like warrior. So You're getting that kind of vibe. Everything here seems more like practical and just kind of lightweight, mobile, because it's hot, things like that. Couple of let's say 5 minutes later, the guy comes back, with the surprise drinks, and it's it looks like a little bucket, that's put in front of
Yes.
Chaos, and it's like a wooden bucket, maybe about a foot tall, about 8 inches wide or so, and it's like carved to have like some kind of like a tiki kind of motif to this thing, and like there were two like ears like that stick out that could be used as handles, and there's a big fat bamboo straw sticking out of there, and puts this down, in front of you, and it kind of like it's so heavy, it kind of like rocks a little bit, He's like, yeah, sorry about that, but that's your surprise drink. Here's your fizzy bubbly cold, and pulls out like a nice tall stein, that has like a metal cap on the a lid, and this one seems to be more like a porcelain, and it's cold, like the stein is like actually cold and stuff, pretty nondescript, just some simple colors or whatever, simple, just rings of paint, nothing fancy, and fizzy bubbly cold alcoholic for you. Your meal will be out shortly. Is you other two aren't gonna have something to eat or other things to drink?
Oh, I yes, but there's like 100,000 things to see on this menu, and I'm just trying to decide.
All right. Well, I mean, we do have the pit special, and it's just kind of like a sampler that has a bunch of different things. Some are soft and crunchy, and some are crunchy and soft. It's all mixed up. Different fruits and veggies, but someone like you seems like a meat eater. So, yeah, go ahead, keep looking at that menu. I'll have your food out shortly. Kind of like gestures over to Leicester. Are you gonna want something to drink? What about your friend, your furry friend here? It's so adorable.
Just some more. Should be a bowl for out of mind.
I'm sorry, your mic went out. What was that?
Oh no!
Oh no! Hello.
Yeah, Mike's keeps steady. Hello. Hello.
It's all right.
Hello.
Here you go. I'm sorry. What was that? Oh no.
I thought you would keep losing Leicester. No.
Yeah. I'll get back to you shortly. What about you, fizzy bubbly cold alcoholic? What would you like to eat?
I think the sampler actually sounded pretty good. Just a sampler of some of the local fare.
All right, that works lovely. Yeah, the pit sampler.
Am I alive?
Oh, you
Do I
are
exist?
alive. I hear you. What were you saying?
Okay, good. Oh, I've forgotten. What was?
Some-
Oh, he just asked for like water and then like a bowl to allow baby to drink from it.
Sure, of course. I mean, do you want to share water? Our time's tough.
Yes, that's fine.
Just the water. Do you want some flavor in that water, or are we just going like just water? Sparkling, maybe. Sparkling, yes. Kind of like smiles
Sure.
with his head. Sparkling water. You got it.
Okay.
All right.
Live it up a little, Leicester. Get some movement in the water.
What? How's it move?
The fizz, the bubbles, the sparkling water.
All right, great.
Like-
I'll be right
Wait,
back.
wait! Before you go,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
looking at the menu here, okay, and I see this this thing here, the take you wonder by wonder. Is that like a surf and turf or?
Well, not much fish here. Yeah, I mean we're kind of like far from the ocean over there. It's really not worth the import.
Not to interrupt, but I think what my friend wants is a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Right.
And maybe
Okay,
more
yeah.
vodka. And maybe a little more vodka.
All right, yeah, that works. Well, all right, yeah, a little column A, some of column B. You're in the mood, I get you, dude. And you've never had a waiter like me. I'll be back. And he kind of goes and like wanders off. Right. So all right, yeah. So Fomher, as you kind of like press on the little button or whatever to lift the stein, you can hear the fizzling. Sounds like pop rocks in there. And there's a little tiny, a very mild mist or fog coming, like bleeding over the top of the stein as you open it. Kind of like a dry ice effect. You're not getting any smells or anything. And Alcaeus, your little like bucket, tiki bucket thing, whatever. You're there, and the straw kind of rolls around the edge on its own. It just it doesn't keep going. It's like it was stationary and it rolled like a couple inches and then stopped.
Okay.
That's it.
Why are there ghosts in your drinks?
Makes it taste better. And I take both handles and just go to town.
I think it's
Let me get a con save real quick.
for both of us, or for just Alcaeus for now?
Say again?
Was that for both of us taking a drink, or just Alcaeus?
No, just Alcaeus. If you start drinking yours, I'll get to you.
I'm just make sure my global save on okay, that's winner chicken dinner.
Not bad. Okay. You're drinking, and Leicester, you're looking at Alcaeus, and it's like, he just kind of goes bottoms up. Takes the whole thing. Alcaeus, just as you finish, you feel something like kind of soft and thick slide down your throat at the end.
Oh no!
And Leicester, just as Alcaeus is about to finish, you see what appeared to be like a small tentacle, kind of just go right to his throat. All right,
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Fomher, you go to drink, and it's like you feel like your lips get numb, like really cold, and the drink is like exceptionally refreshing. It doesn't really have a flavor to it, but it's kind of fun. For take that for whatever it's worth. As you're drinking, and
I'm just sipping. I'm not like going to town.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
chugging it.
All right, yeah, that works. Yeah. So you're just kind of sipping. Your lips are kind of like cold and numb a little bit, and it's just kind of fun. It's almost like, I don't know, imagine like a flavorless liquid snow cone or something to that effect. And so you're doing that. All right, come back another 5-6 minutes later or something. The food, there's on the platter there's like a plate with a couple of cups and a bowl or whatever, and a pitcher of water gets put out, and the plate gets put in front of Leicester. And it's like a heavy clay plate. It's kind of nice actually. Real simple in design though. And and puts it down in front of you, and it's like as it's placed down, you can see it looks like clear jelly eggs. There's like 6 of them on the plate. And inside this clear jelly egg is something that isn't fully developed yet. But it's not moving or anything. So there's like 6 of those on the plate, and they kind of like jiggle and like kind of roll around a little tiny bit. And then there's like other miscellaneous, probably vegetables, that are on the plate also. Here you go, something soft for that mouth of yours, and these are gonna be great. You'll love these. You're gonna absolutely love these. And all right, I will have your food out shortly, and yours. Anything else while I'm here?
I think we're just enjoying our drinks for now, but thank you kindly.
Yeah, it is great. Wow. You drank that whole thing in one shot, didn't you?
I did, yes. It was delicious.
Yeah, they are. Wow. Do you want another?
Do you have anything else?
Yeah, of course we do.
Sure. Bring me something new.
Something different. All right. I'm assuming You're all good for a tab?
Yes.
For sure.
All right. I got my eyes on you. And then they go walking off. Okay. Yeah, so just, the atmosphere around you is just really noisy. It's kind of cool in here, but it is kind of warm just because of the number of people in here. In front of the bar is just a bunch of people leaning against the bar because, there's too many to sit. There's not enough stools. And, it's kind of like tight moving through here. But even though it's like kind of loud and boisterous, it does seem to be somewhat organized. Nobody's like really causing any trouble. And the music is going on in the background. No singing, just, music, that's like this, a little bit more upbeat. And
Admittedly, because of Alcaeus's market experience, every once in a while I'm just patting my coin purse, making sure it's all still there.
Okay.
I'm not like actively checking it, but I'm just keeping watch over it.
Sure. Yeah, like occasionally your hand will go there, just stuff like that. Let me get a deception check from you to see how obvious you are. Only because it's being done repeatedly. Okay. All right. Yeah, you seem to be all right. Okay. Another 10 minutes or so come by. All the food is brought out to you. And it's just a big mixture of things. There's like fried scorpions. There's like baked scarabs. On the half shell, and there's just all different kinds of things. Grape leaves. There's lamb slices. Gyro bread. Tzatziki sauce. Just all different types of like awesome food on these different platters, and whatever it is that you ordered. They'll come back and bring out Caius a bottle of wine and 3 glasses. Just in a little bucket. Whatever, with some like ice in there that doesn't melt. And yeah, so you guys doing anything special while you're here? How long do you want to relax here? You want to take like a short rest, effectively? Like, what are you trying to do?
Effectively, a short rest was what I was kind of thinking.
Okay.
Sure.
Plan. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So an hour goes by. The server is pretty attentive and comes back maybe like every 5 to 7 minutes. So like.
I'll get another round of my drink as I finish mine off. Like, I'll get at least 2 rounds of my.
Okay.
I'll get the same drink because I'm enjoying it.
All right. Cool. Is anybody not eating what they're served? Leister?
No.
No, I'm trying everything.
Leicester's not like me. I would not.
I gotta say,
Leister doesn't care.
you wouldn't expect it, but the fried scorpions are amazing. They kind of remind me of crab.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love it. Not as itchy. Okay, and then they walk off, and yeah. So it is 8 o'clock now. So let's take a quick break. You guys can kind of spend some time thinking about what you want to do next, and at the end of this you will have your long rest. So let's just say it'll be 12. Let's say it'll be like 1:30 ish. So go ahead and you can do your hit dice when you get back, and whatever, or you can do it whenever. But yeah, let's get back here in about 15 minutes, and we'll see you soon.
All right.
Break. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hair, lair.
What'd you say? Unicorn later?
Air, hair, lair, or oh, hello. Just said very.
Hello. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. Cool. Just waiting on land. And we'll get back to the festivities. Yeah, so I guess if you're out there watching and you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So that way you don't miss an episode.
If you like the Magic Carpet Tavern.
Magic Carpet Tavern, man.
We're exploring all new horizons to view.
Mhm.
Yeah, over, sideways, and under.
There's no one to tell us no or where to go.
I love it. I love it.
Truly coming here, we let our hearts decide.
Disney, don't sue us. Oh my god, that's great. Alright, I guess they'll come in when they come in. Alright, so you guys are all there and eating your food. Everything is really nice. It's not like, 5-star rating or anything like that. But the food is probably like a good 3.5. This place will probably get a lower rating altogether just because of like the crowd, and how packed it is and whatnot. It's not a very quiet place, although you guys can get your short rest in. So if you're gonna do any hit dice or anything like that, go ahead and do that now. Reset your spells, abilities if you have that.
I just get my Misty Step back.
Alright, that's very cool. That's awesome. It comes back on a short rest.
Yeah. I only get to use it once in a short rest, but still.
Yeah, that's nice. Hell yeah. So
And besides, the crowd wouldn't lower the score. That gives a character. We're in like the local spot.
that's true. Yeah, I guess it depends on how you look at it. Whether or not you're a Karen or. Yeah. Also, in your journal, I put the map that you would have seen from Jakob for the local area. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to check that out yet.
I did a quick look before we started playing, but nothing
Okay.
depth with it.
Alright, cool. Oh, I think Landon's restarting. Or resetting. Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
Did have a question for you, Alcaeus. Whereabouts are you originally from before we all got on the ship?
I am from a little bit outside of Gandor. My family has a little farm. I say little, but we're somewhat of nobility, so we have our little section of land that my grandfather was bestowed in service to the kingdom of Gondor. Yeah, Gandor. Yeah, it's called the Sunfields. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not.
I mean, I believe I've heard of it because the Gandor's not too far away from the Mistwood where I'm from, so I've never traveled that direction, but.
Oh, thank gosh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you would know about Gandor a little bit. Gandor is kind of like Oh, kind of similar to this as far as architecture is concerned. It has like, but it's more like Mesoamerican. And like the surrounding areas would be kind of like central North America. Lots of big fields. That just go on and on and on. There's a lot of tribes out there. Nomadic tribes. The city of Gandor itself, over the last couple of years, has been gaining some military power in the area, and it seems that in general, the city itself, it's kind of been under new rulership over like the last year or so, where the leader or the ruler of that city was assassinated somehow, and the vizier, a woman caster, and her sidekick, which is like a rhino type person. They've kind of taken over the city, and it's become questionable, whether or not they've kind of like made some kind of allegiance with the Doombringer, which was the individual responsible for leading the siege on Peleus, which was kind of like the big capital city of Togrium, which is the main continent that you guys are on. It's the largest city, on that continent. So it's been interesting, like Gandor and the relationships they've been developing over the last couple of years. Hello.
Yeah, I was processing.
There was a lot of info dump.
Sorry.
Processing the lordom. Like what? I guess there's a question for you explaining all that. What kind of, or if this is something for outside of the game, to ask, like, would that have any effect on some of the conflict that was going on in the Mistwood?
That no, not directly. The Mistwood kind of has their own thing going on, even though, they do border on the north and south respectively. You were more from like the western Mistwood, right? Not like, because the eastern one was the black and gray forest, and the western one was
Right.
the colorful one.
So
Yeah,
I took it closer to Amber Lake and further from Avril.
right, yeah.
Okay.
So Gandor's kind of a bit away from where you would have been. That touches more on like the eastern Mistwood, so you wouldn't have too much interaction with Gandor, or wouldn't really pay too much attention, really.
We're relatively close to Peleus, though, just kind of
Yeah.
across that lake.
Yeah, you're kind of just north of it. Yeah.
Okay. So, what, out of curiosity, Arceus, what side would you have been on in regards to the siege on Peleus?
Oh, I would have fought for Peleus.
I don't.
My allegiance is more to the people than to a single region.
Either way, it wouldn't have mattered. We're stuck on this island together, so it's not like even if didn't necessarily side on the same area of Togrium politics, as it were. We're kind of in a new space at the moment.
At the moment, but I mean, it might be fortuitous if the problems back home were solved when we got back.
As long as the problems aren't solved in the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously what happened, it's not good for anybody. Well, from a certain point of view.
Right.
A little squirrel monkey hops onto the table, and just like starts randomly grabbing food from everybody's plate.
I would like to pet the squirrel monkey.
Let me get an animal handling check.
Is this monkey familiar at all?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. I know there was some kind of animal in the other town we were in.
Oh yeah, Bacamina. Okay. You go to pet it, and it kind of lets you pet it like once or twice, and then it literally like takes its hand and it slaps your thumb away, like it does that, and then it like grabs something it can stick in its mouth, and then it goes to the edge of the table like it's about to hop off.
Baby's definitely hissing at it. What do raccoons do? Whatever the
Animal fight.
That-
Go.
whatever you want it to do.
Nah. She's just cursing at him, defending her honor.
Yeah. And they kind of like, kind of like yells back or whatever, and then just kind of like hops off and runs in between a bunch of feet.
Maybe we'll start patrolling the table.
Start sniffing around.
Yeah. If that monkey hit me any harder, I might have gotten a boo-boo.
There's a little bit of force behind it, a little bit. More startled you than anything, I mean, you've never been hit by a monkey before. Alright, so, how long
Oh,
you guys... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Nothing. Just that. I don't know why that reminded me of when Leicester got hit by Alcaeus. And I was just laughing.
How long do
Good
you
times.
guys want to spend in the tavern?
Until we're done eating and drinking, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, after the hour, you guys finish up all your food, waiter
We'll
come.
pay your tab and
Yeah, let's see this tab.
You guys all ready to settle?
yeah, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and take care of my tab.
All right. How was everything? And you see him, he's like kind of like doing like some quick math on a little pad, or whatever.
Gotta say, everything was quite nice. Especially, I'd very much commend on the drink. I appreciate that recommendation. That was mighty refreshing for the
Yeah, well,
for the day we're having.
I'm glad you all loved it. It was my pleasure serving you. I am Doshero, so if you want to come and, have me take care of you when you come back, just ask for me by name. And go ahead, he kind of rips off a little piece of the paper, puts it on the table, and you see 3 different columns, and then just a total, there's 3 different totals, and then just a big total. So, do you all want to pay separately together? All right, I'll do it this way. It's easier. The first column says 5 gold and 2 silver. The second column has 2 gold and 2 silver, and the third column has 4 gold and 3 silver. And then the total would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's say 12 gold even, or actually just shy of 12 gold.
All right, and then I'll have my fingers out. Like I would try to leave a tip of 20%.
No, you know what, guys, I got it. I put 4 platinum down
Okay.
because that should be 20 gold worth.
Yeah.
I hold up Nathan's old coin purse, like we could just take it out of here.
Roll me a d10. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Continue.
We can just take it out of here. He won't be needing it.
You're not wrong. That kind of becomes a group fund as it group wallet as it will, I suppose. So, sure.
So
You should have the same coin I just threw down.
I open the bag. Does it have the same? What was it? 22 platinum and
Yeah, like 200 gold, 22 platinum, something like that.
tip. Okay, I'll throw down 4 platinum.
All right.
I have to have like a separate bag going.
Yeah, the dummy pouch, The red.
It's the
area.
group fund.
Yeah,
Alright,
we
cool.
need a group fund tab.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So they come back shortly. It's like, oh wow, that's quite the tip.
No change to you, my friend. Appreciate the service.
Well, you three are excellent. Thank you all so much for your patronage here. And I
Excuse me,
usually.
there's 4 of us here. Point to baby.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. You're so adorable. Absolutely. I hope that monkey didn't bother you earlier. He's a little shit sometimes, but it means well, and it takes care of some of the bugs. If we ever have a problem. But yeah, like I said, my name is Toshiro, and I'm usually here from noon to midnight or so. You guys all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.
Thank you kindly.
And then and then they'll like wander off or whatever.
I won't misty step my way past the crowd this time. I will work my way through.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm rolling a D3 from left to right. And Fomher. As Doshiro walks away, his tail kind of like caresses your thigh.
Cheeky bastard. All right.
That's it. Sorry. Okay, continue.
Leicester will just look confused, be like, "What? Why are you swearing?"
Well, I'll explain it later.
Oh, great. Where are we headed?
Well, Alcaeus, I think you're one to get cleaned up a little bit and take some time to rest up.
People keep saying that. Do I really look that bad?
I mean, you're the one
Apparently.
that said you don't feel well, so I'm just taking your lead.
I mean, I
Yes.
don't. But I mean, there's rules of what rest we have to follow.
I hear there's this phenomenon that sometimes people take that's called downtime. Where we could just rest up, where it seems like you rest up real quick.
If you guys want to just like spend a couple of days resting, and doing some like downtime, whatever activities, we can zoom through that. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't have much. Tomorrow I have to go drop off my old shield so they can replicate the thing. That's the only thing I need to do right now, anyway.
Yeah, the only thing on my list was, again, I'm blanking on her name, but I haven't just talking to Jakob's wife about her anything that she's picked up in worshiping the Forgotten One. If she's had any glimpse of their real selves. But I didn't have anything else specific for. At least we'll wait for Alcaeus' commissions to finish up.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'll tune to that necklace too. I guess what we're.
Oh yeah,
The stuff to
yeah. Leicester will
Wait,
soon
you're
for
gonna
the bracers.
you're gonna do that in the magic tavern? I mean, the magic carpet then, or?
No, I'm just putting stuff on to the list of
Okay.
the stuff skipping by.
How much time do you want to go by? How much time do you need? You want to do a solid week?
So it wasn't how long were your commissions taking for your armor?
Mine, yeah, a week.
Yeah, just take it a week, and then we can potentially try to work with either Jakob or with the Academy ourselves to see about any other means of kind of trying to figure out, get a bearing for where we're at. Perhaps.
I mean, pull up the list of downtown activities we have here.
Yeah. All right. So if you guys want to do a week, just, what do you guys want to do throughout the week? There's that map, Landon. I don't know if you heard, but I put a new map in there. Which was the map of the surrounding area that Jakob has. It's a color map. And then
Yes.
So if you guys want to look through that or whatever, or just let me know what you guys want to do over the next week. We'll make some rolls and give you some information.
Let's see, downtime activities.
Or you want to go fight in the pits for a couple of days. Whatever you guys want to do. Xanathar's is in here, so there's some suggestions available. If there's nothing specific that you want to do. Now, assuming you guys are staying at Jakob's?
Yeah.
Since he offered it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. So anybody want to go first? We can go day by day, or we can do the whole week. Whatever you guys want to do.
I would like to do, if there's with the academy, and or finding a place that is kind of a place of general worship. Again, just kind of seeking information on the Forgotten Ones. Anything that I might not have.
Okay, well, you can go to the academy, and try and get some information there. You'll easily find out that there is a temple, on the southwestern side of the town, and that's a temple to the Witherer. Let's see. And then the Forgotten Ones. Let me get. How do you want to go about looking for information? And in addition to those places, those two places, Jakob, will point you out to.
One resource would be Jakob's wife.
Okay.
Since they said she worshipped them or followed them.
Okay, cool. You can definitely spend time with her, and she can speak with you if you like. Just general stuff. If you have any specific questions, just if you want to go ahead and type them up, or just ask, and we can just kind of take it from there. You're cool.
I had my general point on it, but I'm trying to think of any specifics. The general point was just if she had been able to glean anything of their real identities.
Okay, as far as the identities go, she explains her first experience of acknowledging this event that happened was specifically like it was an event. It's like there was a time when she was praying, and like mid prayer, it's like she felt as if her connection with her deity was like literally just severed, like immediately. Like imagine somebody just like cutting a plug, a wire, whatever. Pulling the plug, and ever since then, any information that she's tried to gather about her memories, even looking through old Bibles or old journals, or looking at even the holy symbol that she used to have, it literally becomes something that you can't understand. So it's like if it's a book, it's like there'll be some scripture that's like you can read, and then it's like when it comes to the name, it's like the letters constantly shift, and she'll actually show you. There's an old book that she had, which was like a Bible of hers, and she'll open up to a page, and it's like you can read the words, just random scripture, different verses, and it's like there's a name on there, and it's like the letters literally shift, as you look at them. So it's like it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then she'll show you other pages, and it's the same thing. Whenever you see this name, it just completely, it's like you can read anything else on the page except this. The holy symbol itself, which used to be a drawing, a sketch or something, or even her physical holy symbol. It just becomes like it's like just a medallion, and whatever image was on there is just shifting.
Okay, so there's no way to even tell like what the iconography was even.
Correct.
And not know the meaning.
Yeah.
Just don't see.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why they collectively became known as the Forgotten Ones. Because they were literally, it's like the memory was stripped, and people forgot, any kind of, labeling or, anything like that. She currently She currently worships, the Witherer. You know, the only thing that she could say really is that the domains are the same. So whatever power she had a connection with previously, it's a similar offering that's coming from the Witherer. So even though she practices, to the Forgotten Ones, mainly in cover and secrecy. There are tributes to the Witherer, like within her home and her little ritual area, and her shrine, whatever, stuff like that. And it's not even that like worshiping the Forgotten Ones is the Forgotten Ones is illegal or anything like that. It's just frowned upon because she's trying to maintain a good relationship with the temple.
Right. Is there, because I have a prayer book myself.
Mm-hmm.
How different are the scriptures around the name?
I mean, it would just
like the parts that we can understand.
the part. I mean, they're the two books that you and her have are different. But same thing. Like whenever there's like a mention of the name or something that would identify whatever your book is about, or whomever they're about, that information is becomes unintelligible.
Trying to think of abstract ways to be like, find the thing in what's hidden, kind of thing.
Oh, right, like it's about the differences.
We're basically like, my scriptures say one thing. Obviously, we can't understand the names of the deity. Her scriptures say something. We can't understand the name of her. Understand what that deity is. But by comparing the stuff we can understand,
You're actually
there are ways to logic through what that might be leading to, even if we can't see it spelled out in the scripture.
Actually, you know what? In your book, there are references to like the life domain.
Okay, so I can actually tell that.
Yeah, you can pick up bits and pieces. Now that you're actually comparing hers to yours, yeah, you're kind of gathering that yours has more of a life domain vibe to it, whereas hers is more graves.
Now, knowing that and knowing kind of the domains of the gods that are still known, there isn't really a life domain listed, at least on
Correct.
the god list. Yeah. So I would not. So that, as far as I'm aware, there is no equivalent
Correct.
deity, or is that okay?
Yeah. There's no known deity worshipped that grants office access to the life domain, as far as you know.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. Let's jump to Landon. Landon, you want to do anything real quick on your first day?
Attune to the bracers.
Okay.
And
That's easy enough.
all Oyster's going to be doing is trying to train baby with that scent stuff.
Okay.
Teach her to go looking for stuff with the scent on it.
All right. Yeah. That works. And yeah. So it's like you kind of get like some of that oil, and you just like you water it down a little tiny bit, and you kind of like dip the fletching into it, and then let it dry out. And then you spend some time, just grabbing like maybe a little piece of scrap cloth, and you put the scent on it, and then you'll go hide it, and then wait for baby to like go find it, and eventually she'll find it, and then give her a treat, to her water, and then you go hide it in a different place, and then you try and make it more and more difficult, and further away, and yeah, that's cool. Spend the day doing that. That works.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Nice and easy. Okay, you doing anything?
I could finally take my long rest to level up.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that.
Yay!
And then, like I said, go drop my shield off.
Okay. Yep.
And
It's all good to go. No worries.
I really don't want to go into the fighting pits. I was thinking about maybe spending a week carousing, just maybe trying to make a couple of contacts here in the city.
All right, sounds good. Let me look that up real quick.
50 gold pieces for the week.
carousing. Alright, carousing is a default downtime activity for many characters between adventures who doesn't want to relax with a few drinks and find a group of friends at the tavern. Okay, resources. Alright, so you're going middle class. Okay. Character with noble background. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't have the context yet. I figured, so I was just going to stick with middle class, work my way up.
You know what? You do have Yaakov there. Let me get a persuasion check with advantage from you.
Hold on. Why did this character sheet minimize so small? Come here.
Oh, there's already a chart. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Do you want me to do it with the -4, -3?
Let's split the difference. Let's do a -2 right now.
Okay.
Because that'll compensate for the beginning and the end of the week.
-2 persuasion. With advantage, you said?
Yes. Yeah, because Yaakov will
Oh,
possibly introducing you to people.
And add a +1 to this because I haven't leveled up yet. So my proficiency bonus would go up.
Okay. Alright, what's my total? What am I looking at?
That'd be 13.
13 total. Okay, so you have made an allied contact. Alright,
Yeah.
cool. Alright, sounds good. Let's see, what kind of contact would you like? Let's see, middle class. So we got guild members, spellcasters, town officials, and other folk who frequent well-kept establishments. So pick one of those categories and then I will work on your new ally.
Yay, I get an ally. It replaces the ones I lost.
Really cool. Alright.
Nice.
That's nice
I
and
think,
easy. 50 gold, not bad.
50 gold. I don't know. Would a town official be like a guard captain or something?
No.
No, or is that too?
No. That would be no, town. What was it again? Say it again.
Town official.
A town official is going to be somebody in charge somewhere, or somebody of influence. You know, somebody who has some kind of influence. You know, but yeah, pick the category and you get a random NPC.
I don't know. Let's just go with a guild member. That would be fun. Let's go with a guild member.
Guild member. Okay. A guild member. Right, let me think of the different types of guilds in here. Let me think about that for a second. I'm gonna probably have you roll a D6 or a D8, but let me get my list together first. All right. Fomher, back to you. Let's say day 2.
Would mind just doing a. Make sure I read that right. Read this right. To visit the academy and try to do some research on kind of the time, if they have any researchers at the time of this area, maybe immediately after, or any records that have been of religious followers kind of reporting their kind of loss of a connection to their deity.
Where, like over here in this city specifically? Or
Yeah. If there's specifically this time looking for anything local. Any records that may have been kept of, priests that worshipped one of the forgotten gods before they were forgotten, and then as they recorded, if they recorded down any journals or anything about losing that connection.
And you want to look for that in the academy?
I figured they'd keep it in wherever public records and things like that would be kept.
Over here, like the people in charge are kind of like the temple.
Okay, then
So-
yeah, it would be to the temple.
So go to the temple. All right, and you're gonna go to the temple, looking for records on. Okay. Let me get. Is there anything in particular? Like, how are you going about this research? Like, you just trying to get access to their archives.
Yeah,
like
access to the archives or any kept, specific to be able to read any kept journals that may have, while stuff was fresh in their minds.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any visible holy symbols on you?
I do. I guess based upon my prayer book showing that it would also be life domain ish, but but I do have a holy symbol.
All right. All right. They'll charge 5 days. 5 days. They'll charge 5 gold for access to their archives. Nothing can come in or out. Um, and they'll just let you get a day in there, I guess, doing some research. And yeah, I guess with that, let's get an investigation check from you with disadvantage.
Is that disadvantage because still assuming it's exhaustion that's now gone, or just in
No,
just general?
just disadvantage.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah, you should. Your exhaustion should be gone by now.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, just to clarify.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Let me get a general charisma check also.
Is this also a disadvantage or normal?
No, regular. Very cool. Okay. There's really not too much information that's like in books. The temple here, it just seems like even though they charge 5 gold for you to come in, the information here is fairly limited, and there's like almost nothing on any Forgotten Ones. They try and like really steer people towards the Witherer. But while you're there throughout the day, there is a priest, of the Witherer, a male human, and he kind of speaks with you a little bit, and he kind of takes a liking to you, and he explains that this person also seems a little out of place, fair-skinned compared to most of the locals, which have darker skin, bald head, clean-shaven, probably mid-30s or so, and he explains to you that he was a cleric of the Forgotten Ones, a couple of years back. And he found his way here to this temple on a pilgrimage, looking for answers. And he wasn't really able to find anything that was satisfying as far as like, answers or things that make sense go. And he's been doing research for like the last year and a half straight and hasn't really found much, if anything, on the Forgotten Ones. But he does tell you that, in regards to this particular temple, there are 2 sects, of it, SECT, there are, the more neutral kind of witherers, and this one is definitely a matriarchal theological organization where like the women are the ones who can attain, higher position within, the structure. And then there's also, the Sisters of Rot, which is more like an evil version of these followers. And just like through random conversation, you kind of pick up that there is a temple, of the Sisters of Rot, somewhere not to the north, but not too far, maybe like a day or two, on one of the islands. Not off, too far off this coastline. But that's just kind of like the information that you're able to, gain today. And it seems like whenever other priests or, priestesses mainly, come within earshot, he kind of like stops talking to you. So it's like the information he's given, it probably shouldn't be given. Things like that. He doesn't even give a name.
Gotcha.
All right, so that'll be day 2 for you.
Yeah.
All right, Landon, day 2.
Is there any way? Oh, I don't know if my internet's working right.
We can hear you. I can.
Hear me?
Yep.
We okay. Okay. Our Roll20 is telling me my server's interrupted, so I got scared. If any way to get to like where all those tree farms are, like Leicester literally just wants to go and see trees. He misses trees.
Yeah, definitely. You can leave, through the north or south entrance of the city and just walk around. That's it.
Yeah, he'll just be looking around the area and looking at the different types of trees and seeing which ones seem familiar to him and stuff, and just.
Okay. Let me get a nature check. Okay. It seems mainly like these are they're mainly like bamboo trees, which you're kind of familiar with them, but like there aren't really too many. Like where you're from isn't kind of like the same environment that like really any of these trees are from. Lots of palms here, lots of bamboo, things like that. A lot of like really like broadleaf plants, that you're seeing over here. Down actually by the south near the windmill, if you can see that, there are like short like pine trees. So like you're kind of familiar with that. So like when you go over there, that scent, becomes it gives you a little bit of comfort, because that's something you would probably be familiar with, and for the most part you just see like people working. There are people who are like just tending to these tree farms. Some people are collecting like coconuts off the palms. The red trees. It just seems like people are collecting like the different leaves and like some of the shorter branches, things like that, and they're just collecting these, in like large like pouches and bags and whatnot. The bamboo trees is really what's seeing the most work, and probably for just like simple weapons and furniture and things like that. But yeah, with that check, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, the pine trees are nice, and
Tree nice.
yeah, those are cool. It's like, hey, I know what that is. After spending most of the day looking around and not recognizing, what's there, it's like, hey, I know that. So, yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a nice, peaceful day or whatever. Yeah, there's some, things like that. There is one area, like just like over here, where they don't let you go in, and when you go over there, you can kind of smell, something similar to the Fruity Pebbles, but they don't let you go in that area. Other than that, they kind of just like, hey, what are you doing here? And it's like, I'm just walking around. They're like, okay, whatever, nothing big. It's nothing, But that area is a bit more guarded.
Okay.
Anything else throughout that day?
No, that's all.
Alrighty. Alright, day 3, Fomher.
I, after spending that much money, spending 100 gold on potions, I realized, oh wait, I'm good. I'm proficient with herbalism, and I could make my own. And I just try my hand at making a basic healing potion, which should take a day if I can get the materials, and 25 gold.
A day? I thought isn't it 50 gold pieces per week?
For
Craft
a basic healing potion, not according to the downtime.
I think it's All right, hold on, let me
Downtime
look.
has another thing for crafting.
Is that herbalism?
Yeah,
Okay. Give me-
unless I read it wrong. That's what I.
Hold on, let me check. Give me 1 second. Proficiencies items. Let me check it out. Alright. Where do you
Potion of healing creation. It's before crime in the list of downtime activities.
Oh, downtime. Okay, I was looking at the herbalism kit. Okay, hold on.
Downtime activities.
Alright, so-
I just need to have the herbalism kit to be able to create potions.
Okay, cool. And what is that, crafting?
It's under. So it's weird. It's almost like the potion, brewing potions of healing. It's like its own category.
But, I mean, what section? Is it under crafting? I'm just trying to... Or is it, like, under a specific, a different category? Practicing a profession, recuperating, researching, training? Like, where am I looking?
It is. Its category is potion of healing creation. It's under the magic. Like if you scroll just below magic item crafting, you scroll down below it, you'll eventually see where it says brewing potions of healing, and it has a chart for the potion of healing creation. It has a chart of the time and cost for each level of.
Can you copy and paste it into the chat?
Yes. Should be.
Cool, thanks. I'm trying to find it in compendium. I'm not sure.
That cut pasted weird because it didn't do the table like I thought it would. But
I mean, is that in the compendium? You got that from here?
yeah,
It's under crafting. You just have to scroll. Like it's literally right above crime.
yeah, like when under like right above
Crime?
the category of crime as an activity, the thing right above like the picture of a forge is the potion creation chart.
Okay, alright. Okay. The resources of resolution. Potion of healing. No! Go back. Okay, yeah, I was looking at Between Adventures. Not the downtime one. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Crafting magic items. I don't see it.
It's there.
I promise it's there.
It says common work week is 150 gold.
Yeah, keep scrolling down.
You're not there yet.
I'm going. Oh,
It's
brewing
right
potions
before
of healing.
the-
Oh, it's specific.
There you go.
1 day, 25
That's
gold. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's very specific that
Very
potion
nice.
crafting is its own thing.
Okay. Yeah, but separate magic item character has proficiency. Yeah, all right. Yeah, very cool. Holy shit, very nice. All right, so yeah, 25 gold pieces, and yeah, that handles, I guess, the ingredients and whatever, and you can spend a day doing that. Very cool.
Okay.
Okay. Do you just want to make one, or do you want to like make
You know
one
what?
day
We
for the
got
rest of the
what?
week?
You know what? Yeah, we've done 2 days of. Are we doing like a 7-day week? Is that how we're doing it?
Yeah.
So this is day 3.
Mhm.
Why not? I can do that. So 3,
So
4,
5 of them. You can make 5.
5 of them. Yeah. So 125 gold off. That's
Yeah.
gonna work.
That's pretty freaking awesome. All right.
Then I have 5 more healing potions that I'll
Very nice.
divvy up before we head out.
All right, cool. All right, Leicester, day 3.
Leicester will just spend the rest of the time fucking around.
I like it.
Just practicing his wood carving on that one thing he was trying to carve, and that's
That one
probably
thing,
just it.
For the whole week. Okay,
Or
let me get a
just fucking around.
crafting tool then. Check.
Okay.
This is the one of Alcaeus that you were working on, right?
Yeah. Attribute. Don't know which attribute do I choose.
You
Sure.
can go with
Works.
You're gonna continue trying to make it look like okay. You know what? Let's go with dexterity or intelligence. Your choice.
Oh, dexterity, definitely.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. I mean, you spend the next let's say 5 days, fucking around or whatever, and you put some serious time into this thing, and it looks a lot like Arceus. Even if you want, you can even pick up like a couple of like make some simple dyes out of like berries and whatever, and you can kind of like wash it a little bit and stain it. But this thing, it has a value of about 50 gold pieces. You feel like a retail value.
Wow.
50 gold
Wow.
pieces. Wow.
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 Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so now for our Alcaeus. Okay, so let's see. We got merchants. We have the explorers. We'll have thieves. We will have the arcane, the smiths, and let's say one more. Oh, okay, here we go. Excuse me. Wranglers. Okay, roll a d6.
I can roll a
1, 2, 3,
d6.
4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're arcane. He will get you in, pretty good with, let's say, there's a tabaxi female that he introduces you to. She's an enchantress. And her name is Perky Buttons. Write that down.
Perky? Okay, I'm gonna write down Perky Buttons.
Perky Buttons. And write that down, please.
Write it down.
Because I'll forget. And yeah. So she's a hookup for you at the academy. She's what did I say she was? An enchantress. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She kind of took a liking to you.
Setting up the lion with the cat. All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, let's see where this goes.
Yeah, she's a little like touchy feely too, like all up in your personal space kind of shit.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not the old lady, I'm fine.
Serena?
Yeah.
You don't like my Serena?
Hey man, you gotta watch like a Beauty and the Beast situation where Serena is an enchantress in disguise.
Yeah, and she also could be death in disguise too.
Alright,
At
cool.
this point, those are equally viable options.
So alright. The week goes by. Throughout that time, Jakob has been with Pip in the academy, doing some different studying for the maps. The one that was found. During that time, Pip had made a copy for you guys. Alright, so there will be one copy that one of you can carry. So just choose amongst yourself who's going to do that, and that's going to be Coda Map 2, okay, in your handouts. Alright, and then you will also get a copy of Jakob's map of surrounding area. Alright, so those maps are made for you guys. Okay.
Yes.
So I need to go handle something real quick. So give me 5 minutes. Feel free to discuss stuff amongst yourselves. And I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
So,
So,
what are we kind of wanting to do? Are we wanting to like find jobs that get us into these places, or we're doing something for it, or are we just wanting to explore?
I don't know. I feel like Jakob's like our main quest giver right now.
Yeah.
That's why
We could probably find something from the academy too.
Yeah, that's why I spend my week, trying to make a contact, is try to get another person to get quests from. I mean, we need to find out. I mean, where these people are being sucked into portals and how to get home. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I mean, we do. I do have like a lead to an evil temple that's north of here, but I don't know how interested everyone is in that.
And then we know of that potential like Fey portal that's north of here too.
Yeah, it's in the pink area on the colored map.
Yeah,
I remember that.
But we lost that exact map when Melika went bye bye.
It was pretty in line, I think, with the path that goes that way.
Yeah, there was a fork in the road, and we just either go this way or go this way. We chose the path more traveled.
Probably less chaos.
There was your first mistake. Always pick the road less traveled.
I don't know.
All the good treasure's been taken from the more traveled one.
I mean, that's our two leads right now. Is that portal north of here, or three if you want to try to find where this other Coda map's leading, because that's also to another portal too. Potential.
We got one close by and one wherever the fuck this map is.
Well, did we know on the Coda map 2? I know we know of another portal there, but was there a hint to that was also a Fey portal, or is that just we don't know?
I think it was something different.
Maybe.
I don't think
that's up by where Pip's from.
Yeah.
So that's like 200, 250 miles or more, like away from here.
The thing that's gonna suck is that initial part of the travel that's through desert.
Yeah, if we can travel through forest, then it gets easier. But
yeah, it wasn't too far, Landon, right? From when we hit desert to the city from traveling through the forest.
No,
like
I think it only hit desert close to the city.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
All right, sorry about that.
Okay, we won.
Yeah, we won.
We won.
They both romanced the characters, and we won the game.
Starting a new life.
They started. They started beautiful families.
Yep.
Leicester became the awkward uncle. It was a good life.
Who still doesn't understand boundaries of when to wear clothes and when not to.
It's alright. It takes time. So, all right. What are you guys doing?
Is the week done?
Yeah. Week goes by. You'll notice, actually, just like over the course of the week, there's always a full moon. It never like really changes size or distance. The stars seem to be the same. Like they don't like really rotate. It's really weird how like the day and night shift over here. It's not like, I mean, there is a sunset and a sunrise, but it seems like the night sky is fixed. If that makes sense.
And will you shoot me whatever that amulet does after I've attuned to it?
Oh yeah, yep.
And tell me like how bad it's cursed and all that other fun stuff.
How many ghosts he now carries?
You slowly begin to mummify each day.
Let me see if I can just copy and paste. You got that other thing that happened, right?
Yeah, I have that.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I'm just adding more bad stuff to my sheet.
Alright, I gotta go way back. Oh, what's this? Chat archive. Alright, let that come up for a second. Alright, I'm just gonna retype it. So, whisper. Curious. Okay, so.
Jade. Warrior. Jade. And you got 375 for the gold.
Alright, you did
Oh,
notice.
by the way, Alcaeus and Leicester, take these, and I give you each 2 healing potions.
Yeah. Did you guys use Alcaeus' healing potion that he was the
I think Nathan did.
Okay. I just want to make sure it's not on my sheet anymore.
I think we may have actually used it for Jakob. When we got back out to the Scorpions. I think. But should we have another discussion with Jakob before we head out and potentially? I'm kind of leaning towards that Fate portal you guys spoke of that unfortunately we no longer have the map for, but if you know the general direction to it.
He might be interested in that too. If we can try to recall enough of it to leave him a general area it was in.
Yeah, we might as well at least communicate that we're leaving for such a gracious host, and if he can, hold our rooms, so we have a place for when we come back. If we come back. Might have some information.
Yeah.
Bold of
He
you
is
to assume
researching.
make our way back here.
True enough.
But yeah, I think having a conversation with the man so that we can thank him and
Nice whisper.
Yeah, forget my spelling. Oh shit. Haha. Okay, well, whatever. There it goes. But it's funny because I put a whisper right above it and it's blank. God. This is funny. I did this shit in the last campaign at the worst times, and it's always just good for a fucking good belly laugh.
Oh, right.
Mark it down. Write it all down.
I'm writing it. Copy pasta.
Quick.
Yeah, copy pasta.
Copy pasta. Creepy pasta, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone would notice, once, the hammer or whatever, that would be the first thing noticed. It does glow, in dim or dark light, or no light, sorry. And then the same thing with the armor and the shield.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pretty powerful item.
It is when you're decked out in jade.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely. But you are a walking
Beacon.
You are a walking
Disco ball.
You are a walking loot drop.
I am a walking loot drop. So just kill me
Please tuck all of your valuables, like under your mane or something.
under my mane. Yes. Oh, I forgot to
Yeah,
get
just...
Oh no.
In this heat, the perm wouldn't last that long, anyways.
Yeah. All right. So the chain, it's really interesting because the rings aren't like woven into each other, but what happens is each of the rings has like some kind of like brass or bronze, whichever of the two won't rust, kind of woven around it, and that's what's used to keep all the rings together. So it's more like a ring mount, but they're like small enough to where it's the same as chain mechanically, but just appearance wise, it's kind of like woven together using another type of metal. some armor. Oh shit.
Leicester will from now on just take shots from directly behind you, just over your shoulder,
Shots,
and then duck back.
shots.
Please do.
I was in South Park, and they're like 79 bitches. I saw the commercial. I didn't see the episode. With the COVID vaccine or something.
So unless you were still wanting to get a couple of, unless you are wanting to spend another day getting some fight bit in, okay.
I mean, it still might be beneficial. Out of this group currently, I'm only familiar with Leicester's style of combat. If you guys are interested, we could go see what the pits have. Just nothing, super challenging, just to kind of learn each other's fighting styles. Like I said, maybe find a fourth or a fifth there, maybe. Who knows? Can we drag this out for 40 minutes until next week to see if we can get a fourth?
We go to fight a giant ape, and then the portal opens and spits out new friends.
Getting people in the campaign is easy. Thankfully, because of Steve's situation, we had the whole mechanic of this portal put into play before, to accommodate.
I know. You said you want to stop doing portal stuff, so I'm trying to make it easier.
Appreciate it.
The trauma of every portal.
There's an opportunity to make back some of the coin we spent as well while we're still here.
Hey, like I said, I am. If you folks are interested, I'm more than willing to go have a little skirmish before we go.
Throughout the week, just in general, Jakob and his wife, they spend a lot of time at the pits, as spectators.
Right. Well,
Crime fighting duo.
What do you think, Leicester? Want to get a couple of rounds in the pits?
I don't quite understand it, but if you want to do it, I will follow.
It is where we met Jakob in the first place. Maybe if we put on a good performance, we might be able to make ourselves some more friends. In air quotes.
Sell ourselves, sort of.
Present a good front face. But yes, pretty much.
I have no experience with it, but I will follow your lead, obviously.
All right.
Oh, let's go check out the pits. See if we can get ourselves signed up for some nice, friendly bloodshed.
Are we meant to kill others? Please warn me ahead of time. I don't want to kill something I'm not supposed to.
We can do non-lethal.
That's good to tell me. I would not have thought of that.
I would say, from where I'm from, there's the non-lethal option. From here, I do not know.
Right, that's part of the investigating into what the pits are about is to see whether they are to the death, and then we might want to rethink things, or if it is just who's better.
Jakob will explain some of the ins and outs, and he'll he can set up a match for you, if you guys really want. There's a couple different options, they do have non-lethal. The payout isn't as high as a lethal a battle, but the only thing is for Leicester, since you're he's still relatively new, you can't do non-lethal damage with ranged weapons or ranged attacks.
I had a feeling.
Or spells, certain spells and stuff like that. So so while it is possible to probably set something up like that, your arrows they they pierce.
Leicester's only for kills. You don't care about none of this friendly.
Do they ever do pit
When
fights against creatures and not other people?
Yeah, yeah. You can do it versus people. You can do it versus creatures. You know, different beasts. You know, he can kind of set something up. So just
There
you
were
what you want.
weren't there like prisoners that were fighting to try and get their sentences shortened if they survived and stuff
Yeah,
too?
there were. Yeah, there was the chariot race. You know, earlier. There was like a free for all. You know, there's a bunch of different options.
I feel like, especially for questioning the whole like live or die thing, I feel like I'd feel better facing off with a beast. And Leicester, you and I, and granted old companions, handled ourselves fairly well against some beasts out in the desert. I think with O'Kays' apparent strength, we'd be fairly all right with that, and then we don't have to worry about tempering our abilities.
We did fight a very large lizard and many small ones.
And a beautiful looking spider.
I mean, I'm sure if we asked Jakob, he might be able to set up, on a scale of like 1 to 30, maybe like a 4.
One higher than I was going. Wow.
Something to. I have been out of the game for. How long was I dead? A few days anyway. Had a week on top of that. It'd been good to loosen my muscles a little bit, but not anything, super life-threatening.
I say we talk to Jakob about it and get it set up.
Mm-hmm. Jakob, set us up a fight.
You guys want to go into the pits?
Pretty please.
All right. Yeah, let's make it happen. I guess. Yeah. I guess it might be bad faith for me to bet on this. Maybe conflict of interest with my other betting buddies here. But I mean, you guys can bet on yourself. So, how brave are you feeling?
Oh, we don't want to come out there and not put on a show for everyone, but we also don't want to die.
All right. Don't want to die. All right. Okay. I think I have something for you. All right. So yeah, I'll set it up. And you guys will be inside the pits. So everyone, I guess you're all prepared, got your spells studied, whatever, prepped. And how much do you guys want to put up? Are you gonna bet on yourselves?
Is there a minimum bet?
No.
What's our odds?
You don't want to die.
Well, reasonable challenge.
Pretty
reasonable
please.
challenge, but there's no death. There's no chance of death, so it's like a win-win,
Something with like, okay, so Leicester can correct me, but like, if you were to put a category,
Serious maiming's fine.
something that's like on the edge of like medium difficulty.
That's too subjective. I mean, medium difficulty to me might not be medium difficulty to you.
Well, that's why I said
Yeah,
on a scale
like someone
of
that's bad at video games.
0 to 30, like a 4,
Like a 4.
because like if
Are
we
you,
had
are
one
you in
more
the
person,
pits for the storyline?
But I mean, are we talking like 1-4 or a total of 4 CR total? Like multiple creatures.
I don't. I mean, action economy and whatever, but
I'll tell you what. You let me know what you want your odds to be, and that'll determine how difficult the fight is. You want 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 1-1/2?
If I'm gonna put money down, I want to make money.
Hey, exactly. I mean, what do you guys think of it? At least, I don't want to say at least 2-1 because you can go higher. But I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I would bet on myself, but
I plan on betting on us.
yeah, that's not really.
Let's go. Let's go. I mean, we took down, and granted, there were 4 of us, but down the big lizard. I think that's on that scale of 1 to 30. What do you think that big lizard would fall?
That's like an 8 or 9, something like that.
That's like an 8 or 9 out of 30 that 4 of us took on. That was one single creature.
Well, remember, you also had scorpions that took some of those hits.
And
Yeah.
some of us almost went down or did go down.
Pip got chopped.
Pip fully was eaten.
So I say we scale it. We can scale it down from there.
Like I don't. Outside a game, like I don't know, because I've been in like 2 fights with Alcaeus, and both times I died.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. Leicester's been down at least once.
The only time I didn't die the first time is some DM intervention.
Yes. Hubert leapt in front of you.
Those poor retainers.
Well, I guess 3 times, because we had that underground burrowing stuff the first night we rested in the desert. So 2/3 of my experience in combat has been death.
So here's a thought: just as no more than 2 creatures, where the CR would total either 4 or 5.
All right, let's say that's a 1-1. Because you guys are gonna kick its ass. Come on, you know what's going on. You're stacking the deck.
I don't believe that for a second.
But that's cool. If you want to do that, that's fine. We'll do a 1-1.
Up the CR to 7. I want at least a 2-1.
2-1. So at least a 7. Yeah, there are only 3 of you. I'm assuming you're gonna leave baby out of this, right?
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay. All right. So, all right.
Yeah, because I mean, by regular CR math, like it's 4 level 5s to 1 CR5. I mean, that's just simple. Like,
yeah. That's like a 1-1. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder already. So yeah, 2-1 for a 1 CR7.
Sure.
That sounds cool. I'll do that. I'll do that. That sounds
Let's go.
fair.
Let's go. Let's do this.
All right.
Leister will be pressed firmly against the wall of the pit the entire time.
Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see what this does.
I knew that heart pit we would end up in there eventually.
Of course, I would always bring us there.
I know.
Even if I wasn't, even if I was still Pip, I would find a way
As soon
to
as
end up
Pip
there.
learned, you would have found your way.
Alright, okay, that's kind of interesting. Alright, so you guys are, the event is set up, and, you can see, Jakob up in the crowd with his wife, and they're kind of like, they got these little noisemakers, and it's like cheering you on, and, stuff like that. It's like, don't die, we need you. And,
baby's probably with them.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can't die. You set the pussy match. And, so, yeah, so you guys are in the middle, of this big pit or whatever, and the crowd is cheering on and stuff like that. And so you're there. And you want a daytime or a nighttime fight?
I'm good either way.
Nighttime sounds cool.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Nighttime fight.
Yeah.
All right.
And I am light.
I like.
Oh my god, I forgot you're a glow stick. The
Oh,
Oh
secret.
yeah, I gotta set up your token. All right, we'll do that when we get onto the field. Okay.
Whenever you crack your back, do you just glow brighter?
It's true. Yep.
All right, so you're there, and it's like you're there, and it's like all right, let's get ready to rumble, and you actually feel the ground start shaking, and then it's like all of your vision starts getting kind of cloudy, and you find yourself in a familiar place.
A familiar place.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's. Give me 1 second. Okay.
Oh.
All right, I gotta set all this up.
How much you betting on us for?
Oh yeah.
I gotta. We're doing it's 2-to-1 odds.
Two to one odds.
75 platinum.
Oh,
Hey, this place.
All right, so let me set up. Okay, it's real
But
quick.
now I can shoot through everything.
And then make a light.
why is my AC right?
Make the
Why isn't my past perception right? There we go.
So mix light 60. What kind of light do you have on your character? Oh, you have.
I shouldn't.
Oh no, it's okay. I see. Okay, let's see if that changes anything for you. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, so it's you there. Let's get rid of. What's this? Okay. Alright, so you three, go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm so excited.
let's click on the character.
Actually, before you even do that,
first.
whoever's putting any money,
Oh.
go ahead and type that up in chat now before you roll initiative. Did anybody see any tokens coming to the board?
I can see the marks.
I can see
I
our
can see
tokens. Yeah.
us three, yeah.
Oh, come on. I gotta set up their token. Give me 1 second, guys.
No.
Coming to this game, my initiatives always throw me off because in my other game I have a character with much higher dexterity. And as a bard, so I also have jack of all trades.
Oh, that
Yeah.
helps always. Why is this taking so
So I think
long?
in my other campaign, my character is a +7. So it's
What?
Yeah, I went
Jesus.
from Pip, who has alert, so I have that bonus to initiative, to back to my strong guy.
Did you level up? Are you strong?
Yeah,
I am
did you
strong.
roll that?
Yep. I leveled up.
And as bookkeeping, I definitely summoned my sword as we were like walking into the pit.
Baby's just in the stands with the little cheer things, one of those clappers. She's not paying attention at all. She's just going wild with that.
Driving everyone around her crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The secret is it's actually Baby versus the crowd. They just don't know it.
Should have gotten her a cowbell.
Everybody needs more cowbell.
I need more cowbell.
Yeah. I feel the need. All right. Actually, go ahead and place yourselves anywhere within the ring of stone.
The Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire. Is the center like a hole?
No, well, the whole thing is like sunken in, but you were in the pit,
Okay.
you know, and then it's like when everything goes kind of like blurry and things shift, the arena switches to this. So let me know
But
when
is
you're
this
ready.
very part of the center? Is that still solid floor, or is that?
Yeah, that's all solid floor. But it looks just the way it is. You know, the runes are glowing on the ground. There's that black, milky, swirly thing right in the middle.
Hmm.
You don't want to be standing in the black milky swirling thing. But
Hmm.
Okay.
I want to just be close enough. Try to go help people.
All right.
But far enough away that we don't get
KO'd altogether.
Yeah.
So you all like start hearing this ground like rumble, and then like right in the center there's this massive eruption of just dirt and stone that just goes shooting straight out of the center. And
oh, good.
you see,
Lexi, you're in the
shows-
center.
Damn it! Damn it!
and you see this like just
I should've remembered.
this massive juggernaut that's seemingly made out of stone, you know, and it has like this big massive stone shield and a massive stone hammer, and it's there and it's just, you know, like grumbling, and it just kind of looks. And Case, you're up first.
I'm not up first.
It's
you are
not
up
normal.
first. You are not up first. Hold on, my bad. Sister, you are up first. This thing appeared right.
Backing the fuck up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up.
Moving away.
Backing up.
As you go to step away, this thing will take an attack of opportunity against you.
Don't do it.
What's your AC? Oh, why is that not being whispered? I think that misses.
13.
Yeah, it's-
Okay. 13?
Eh.
Okay, yeah, so you quickly, like, you know, scoot away or whatever, and it just... This hammer comes swinging really low and just, like, scrapes, you know, it's like a giant cricket bat or whatever those things called, cricket dirt. And just, like, scoops up a bunch of dirt underneath you, but it misses you. Alright, so go ahead, what are you doing? Lester.
Oh no!
Not again.
Like Lester fell and got a bunch of sand and dirt in his mouth.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no. Count to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
We can hear you. We can hear you say hello.
I can't hear him. No.
No, I did.
Oh,
No, I didn't hear it landed either. No.
oh, alright. So let me reconnect real quick. Extending the timer. Hello? Landon? No?
Yes.
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Sorry, I had to
Okay.
refresh my sound.
No worries. All right, cool. So, yeah, it tries to swipe at you with this massive stone wall, and just misses you. What would you like to do? So your turn. He's a big boy, right? Yeah.
There's a bitch. There's a bitch right there. Look at that bitch.
It's the new bitch.
Look at that bitch. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm within range of the bitch. Yes, good. I hunter's mark the bitch.
All right. Reach out with your
And then
senses, and you get a lock onto this creature here.
Should I fuck around and try sharpshooters? Nah, I'll just try regular. See if the thingy works first.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, that's the first one.
And then and then
And the second one, it just like the arrow like comes and it makes contact and it just shatters when it hits the chest. It just like kind of shatters in on itself just as it hits this rock.
Oops.
No worries.
Sorry.
All right, so the first one hit. Let's get another D6. Very cool. Very cool. All right, anything else from you?
nope. I'm good.
All right. Okay, next up, Alcaeus.
All right. It's been too long. It's so beautiful.
We believe you can do it.
I'm gonna come up right next to this thing, brandishing my warhammer, and let us go to town.
Pound.
Make sure I don't have anything.
Downtown.
Make sure I don't have anything clicked that doesn't need to be clicked. Okay. First attack.
All right, solid hit.
And then I'm going to use my Crusher feet to move it 5 feet back.
All right.
I kindly ask you to back the fuck up.
And then just keep on. Come on, second attack. Yeah.
Yeah, another hit. All right, so 16, 18. Actually, all right, 21, 26, 27, 28, 34, 36. Is that total? Correct?
Let's see, 16, 18, 20, yep, 36.
All right. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. So you just kind of walk up to it, with a confidence that, befitting a Knight of the Sunfields, and you just hit it. Wow. And it's like the first hit, it just like completely knocks it like off balance, and it's like hits it and it slides in the ground. Then you come with another swing and just, and you can see, everyone can see like this black swirling, almost like a smoke coming off this faintly glowing jade hammer, and each time it hits, it's just like sending like just chunks of this rock flying off of this beast, or this creature rather, and it just looks at, Alcaeus and just like in this low guttural growling kind of sound. Anything else?
No, I forgot to switch the end turn, but it still works.
Oh, no worries. All right, Fomher, you're up.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okay.
On hit, whatever. Now I'm going to hope that the global damage modifier works this time. I'm into melee with it.
All right.
Yep.
Come charging up around.
Taking some swings.
All right, roll up. All right.
Okay. Well, both of those damages work because the 3 is the Hexblade.
Okay,
So,
cool.
10.
All right. Yeah. So the first swing comes against it, and just sparks against this rock, and it's like ding, and you feel the vibration in your hands. Next one. Oh, you did it twice. Oh, I didn't even see this. Okay. All right. Yeah. So the first one, just kind of scrapes across, and you see a bunch of sparks flying off this stone flesh creature, and you adjust yourself, and you come through, from the other side, and this one kind of like chips through some rocks a bit more, and it reveals like a little bit of the glowing, substance underneath its skin. All right, so that's 12. Okay. Very cool. Anything else?
Trying to see because that's saying I rolled a 20, right?
I see 26.
Right, but it's never mind. I'm sorry, 27, 18. My bad.
Yeah, 18. Okay, no worries. Is that it for you?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
All right. All right. So this thing, being surrounded by you guys, will. Okay, the first. Alright, so it takes this like massive, this maul, and it just comes straight with a heavy overhand swing on Alcaeus. So here's the first one. Ooh, 24. That hits you.
That hits me.
Alright.
Here we go again.
And then let me get a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Alright. I can attempt that.
Alright. Okay. So when this thing comes crashing down on you, I mean, it hits you like, you go to hold up your shield and, this thing comes down like right through your shield, and you could feel like this massive just force of like a thunderous boom come when it hits you, and and it sends out like a ripple, in the surrounding area where it just like kicks up all the dirt and like these, a bunch of different rings that kind of go out like. So 10 bludgeoning damage plus 18 points of thunder. Hold on. Yep, 18 points of thunder damage. Right. It almost knocked you prone, but you were able to, resist that force of the energy. And then it comes with a second hit. 23 hits you, right?
Yes.
For another 11 points of damage. Right? And it's like the plates on its face kind of like peel open, almost like the Predator. And there's like this glowing, almost like a magma kind of thing inside of it, and it's like. And it'll actually step forward this way and kind of like swing around, so like now its back is now it's kind of like facing, let's say, northwest, 10 o'clock. All right, Leister, your turn.
I will shoot the beach again.
Go ahead, roll up.
Maybe I'll try a sharpshooter out of curiosity. Nope.
Alright, yeah, you wind up hitting, and it just kind of like deflects off this, like a rock plate. Just.
And a regular one. Nope.
Second one, that +2. Where's that +2? Do you have an 18 total?
It's that middle 2 is the plus. And,
Alright, so.
16 plus 2. 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh, that's, okay, that one hits. Okay, that one hits. Alright, very cool. Yeah. So that one, so you go and shoot in another place, and you find a little crack, and the arrow just kind of like wedges itself, gets stuck in there. Doesn't seem like these things are hitting very hard. Alright, anything else from you?
I will shuffle to the side of it. Side shuffle. Now and then.
Alright. Okay.
Alright. I like pop back in my shoulder because that hurt. Oh my god, that hurt. As a bonus action, I will Wrathful Smite.
Alright.
And then take my first attack. Warhammer.
Alright, that's a hit.
And then Wrathful Smite, I'll pull that up for you. I'll pull up the spell description and then roll the damage. Oh, that's. So it'll be 4 damage. Come on,
Psychic
spell
damage.
description, please.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so so the blade starts vibrating.
I need you to see the actual
Verbiage.
card.
Okay.
Include description on, please. There, let's try this again. There we go.
Okay, next time you. Okay. All right. What's my DC? Okay, I got it. It fails. Okay. Let me see if it's immune to this. No, it is not. Okay. Okay, yeah. So it starts vibrating, and you hit it, and it just
Okay, so that first attack is 12 damage total.
All right.
And then my second attack.
That's another hit.
For another 10. Yep.
Very nice. Yeah, so the vibration it hits and it's like it sends these cracks. You know, everybody can see like all these different cracks and stuff start appearing like all over the form. And it's like it quickly looks around at itself, like examining its own body. You know, and it seems to like kind of like shudder a little bit. What is that? Fear? It's frightened?
It is fear. Yeah, it is frightened, yes.
Okay, cool. So let's do
until the spell ends, or until it takes an action to make a wisdom check against my spell save DC.
Yes, let's put that. So that's going to give it disadvantage. All right. Very cool. Anything else for you?
No, I have completed my job.
Very cool. Okay, it's over.
Right.
Hold on. Do creatures get advantage against it? No, right? It's only
No,
just you?
you should just have disadvantage. No, I don't even get advantage, I don't think.
I think it's disadvantage as long as it is within eye sight of Alcaeus.
Conditions: frightened. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. And you can't
willingly move closer. All right, very cool. Very nice. All right, Fomher, you are up. This thing is kind of like leaking, you know, like little tiny like, little like driplets of like what appears to be lava, and there's like dust. It seems like it's kind of crumbling a little bit. So like when it moves, like, dust kind of falls from the cracks, and it's like breathing heavily.
So I have that spell. So would I recognize the effect that it took on it?
That was a spell you cast. What's your passive arcana?
10.
10, and give it +5 for advantage because you have it. So yeah, you would definitely, you'd recognize that. That works.
So I'm gonna staying within combat of it. I'm gonna inch my way around to be on the same side as Alcaeus.
Okay.
So that if it chooses to attack me, it's still in line of sight of Alcaeus.
Okay.
And I am, as my bonus action, going to cast Branding Smite.
All right. Blade starts glowing with this hot energy.
Again, trying to see if this will. Hopefully, this works. If not, I may have to re-roll these dice just to make sure they happen. But first attack with it.
That's a hit.
That didn't add anything to it, though. Did it? No, that just did a regular attack. So that should actually have.
What is it? It's like 1d8. It's 2d8 plus 1 per level or something? Or d6?
So it should be. My attack is a 1d8. My regular attack is a 1d8 plus 5. Should be turned into a plus. Should have an additional +3 on top of that because of the X-Blade's curse. And then at this level should be an additional 3d6 radiant damage. So.
Okay, so just roll 3d6 plus 3 and we'll add it in. Or 3d6 plus 10. That'll include all the damage. Oh, my screen went black. Okay, perfect. Nice hit. Yeah, so you come, your blade starts glowing, and you come and it's almost like slicing through, like breaking the surface of like lava that's just like kind of softly solidified. So it's like your blade almost like just like melts through this rock on the outside, just searing right through this thing, blackening like the edge of these rocks and stuff, and like all this like little like magma and rocks and dust and stuff starts like kind of leaking out, dripping onto the floor around it, as things hit the ground.
And now its entire body is glowing thanks to that.
Oh, cool.
as well.
Okay. Very cool.
And then I get a second attack with it.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't have the branding slide damage this time since I hit it.
Okay. Another hit. Very nice.
15 more.
Very cool. Yeah, so you're there and you come through, and it's like you wind up almost hitting the same exact spot, just cutting deeper in, and it's like, as your blade comes out, all that dripping magma stuff just like kind of like just falls off your blade onto the sand and the ground beneath it, leaving your clean, blade behind. Anything else? This thing is like barely standing.
That's all I can do. That's all my actions.
Okay, it can't do much. It's gonna try and take out the thing that's causing it its fear. So it gets disadvantage.
You're still gonna hit me anyway. I just didn't know it.
First one I know is a solid miss. Second one hits. And let me get it. Roll a d. Yeah, second one I roll a 23 with disadvantage. Roll me a d6, please, and please let it be a 6.
Oh my god.
Are you saying for
Okay.
6?
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this thing comes hitting, gets you for 13 points of blunt damage, and it's just there. It's like it's kind of like almost swinging blindly behind its shield because it's like it doesn't want to see you, and it's. First one you were able to deflect with your shield, but it comes back around with a wild swing that catches you, off guard. That's it for it. Leister, you're up. This thing is barely standing. It's like the knees are buckling. It's pretty much like just falling apart. Like literally, you're watching it fall apart.
And then I will shoot this bitch.
As you're aiming, I just go, Leister, shoot the bitch!
Shoot the bitch!
Alright, first arrow comes through, and you try and get it right in the back of its head, and it just bounces off of a rock, and it quickly turns, and it its mouth splits open again, like the predator, and it just like yells at you like, "Rawr!" And your second arrow goes right into its mouth. And then it's like, you see the glowing from the inside kind of like softly flicker, just, and then it goes down, and it like slowly fades, and then the creature like falls down to a knee, and it's like holding itself up with its shield, on its other arm, and its right arm just like kind of falls off, and it turns into a bunch of rocks. The hammer like just breaks and turns into a bunch of rocks, and this thing just slowly starts, breaking apart, and just, kind of gets absorbed back into the ground. And when that happens, it's like you guys quickly blink out, and you're back inside the pit, and all you can do is hear the crowd all around you. It's a little muffled at first, but you can hear cheering and roaring. And that's it. We're out of combat.
Just getting bearings, I'll just raise my hands in victory and fire off a couple Eldritch Blasts in the air.
Alright, yeah. Comes off. Yeah, right.
Because I know how much you love this, you can use that roar button we have set up.
Alright, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that in a while.
I know. There we go. Yeah.
It's been so long.
It's been so long.
I thought it was longer. That was like a short little roar, Yeah, so we'll end our session here. It's just past 10 o'clock. So, interesting. Got some stuff taken care of. Did your little shopping episode. You met a couple of interesting people. Doshero, Perky Buttons, and starting to establish some contacts. There's also that mysterious male cleric that Fomher had an interaction with in the temple. Guys wound up making a couple of freaking healing potions, which finally that's pretty fucking awesome to be able to create one of those in a day.
Yes.
That is gonna come in
Beautiful.
like really, really handy. I've seen people with like the herbalism kit before and stuff, but I've never seen them actually put it to use like this. So that's really awesome. I didn't even know it could be done like that. So very cool. And a good game, everybody. Hopefully next week we will have at least one additional player. We're waiting for them to take care of some personal stuff. I think they're going to a wedding, whatever. We're going to do a session 0 hopefully between now and next session, and then they will be joining us. Yeah, this might be a perfect spot, so maybe they can meet you, in this area. Or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, yeah, I hope everybody had fun. If you liked this episode, hopefully you'll like all the other ones. You can show us some love. Come on and hit that subscribe button over there on YouTube. You can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/the D20 Initiative. And follow us on Twitch, because we will be streaming again eventually. It's just these last 2 sessions, we've been short some people, so just kind of like trying to keep it nice and simple. And then, yeah, we'll get some cool stuff going. Also you can check out Landon. Check out some of their cool artwork on both Instagram and Twitter at forevercafe_. And Justice, is there anything you do? Like, is there something you want to plug maybe? Do you have a stream or art or anything?
Nothing going at the moment.
Alright, cool. Well, just, yeah, come back and show Justice some love, drop a comment, talk about his character. Same thing with Tyler. Interact with us. We like that. We're people. We like talking and interacting with strangers and stuff, And, yeah, I guess it's a Wednesday again. We'll catch you next week. Have a good night, people. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. So excited.